do this? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's ridiculous. I can't do it.
They're doing a JoJo thing. Could you please explain that? Because I've never seen any. The sound is messed up. What's happened to my voice? Physically deep. Sound completely different. I don't know what to do. Okay, hang on. Maybe if I unplug the microphone.
Okay, how's that?
If he comes out his door. Oh my god! No, I'm done. I'm done. I can't play this game anymore. Push on. Oh god, I didn't feel too good. Oh my god. Oh my god! Don't do that.
What happened back in the Dutch? That killed him. See, I've got to be honest, I think Emily's quite hot, but the problem is that I think her attitude sucks. There we go. Fucking hell! Fuck you! So, fuck's sake!
This evening, we are going to be playing Passepartout, the Starving Artist. There we go. How much do you reckon this is going to sell for? No, that's not how you spell that. I should have gone with Tories. And then the son is sad about Matt falling off his skateboard. There we go.
This guy's not doing an awful lot. Oh, what's this guy fanning around with this? I mean, this guy's good. Fact. I'm very sure I got the last. I'm very sure I got the last hit in there. What an absolute joke. Yeah, that's bad enough for me to actually not even continue playing the game. This is the worst I felt playing Dark Souls.
You can do a better fucking job than me with your psychology degree and your great glasses. That don't mean shit when it comes to getting out there. You're just a fucking bureaucrat.
Oh dear, I'm gonna die. Your great glasses. Oh.
Your vast experience hasn't prevented 8 victims from being murdered. Fucking asshole! That's enough.
You said it took 6 inches of rainfall before the victim died. How much time do we have left?
Oh dear, can I go aggressive again?
Let's do this. We're going for 20,000 plus. What I tend to do at the start, I'm actually quite nervous. That was risky, but paid off. So I've got to think of a way of getting out of this, and quick. It's not the end of the world. I thought this was going to be a very, very early bar off. But we're good. We're good now. This is all pretty standard stuff. At the moment, it doesn't get challenging until later, and it's all about how you set up. It's not where I wanted that to drop, but fine. Oh, fucking hell, Dave, what are you doing? It's not that way. Oh my god, I pressed it the wrong way. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe I've absolutely fucked it. I pressed the wrong way. I meant to go down, right. Well, what better way to finish? That is bad.
I can't do it. It's ridiculous. Oh no, I've done it. I messed up again. I can't believe this. Oh, I'm gonna go mad. I'm gonna go mad. Okay. I can't do it. Oh. Okay, let's try again.
Right, bang him in the oven. Oh, team. Oh, right, hang on. Guys, look.
It's really hot in this outfit.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Computer Game Show talks over the Sony E3 2013 conference, aka the PS4 reveal. I'm Sean Bell. That, where am I pointing? That is a blurred picture of a chicken. Is everyone else seeing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beneath me is James Farley.
Yo.
Matthew Murray.
Hello.
And Dave Turners.
What's up? What's up? Remember that?
I do. It's very funny.
True.
Actually,
True.
I actually still find that funny.
Yeah.
And
How hard was it to watch that advert and not buy a bud, Sean Bell? It must
it
have
was a nightmare,
been
mate. Absolute nightmare.
Awful.
So,
Hello.
yeah, obviously we thought we'd do this because we've just had the PS5 reveal. And it's, yes, let's see what a difference a generation makes.
Right, can we just put this in context, right? So, Microsoft have already done their thing.
Yeah, I think they had.
I do. Right, okay.
So, we knew about the TV, we knew about all the weird shit they were trying to introduce. I noticed Scientologist is in the chat. Can we ban him, please? They'd already announced all their stuff, and I'm pretty sure this was the let's take the piss out of Microsoft conference.
No,
if I remember
I
correctly.
think this one was that was E3. That was later. This reveal. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Sean. You introduced this as the E3.
I thought it was the E3.
Is it? I thought it was
it's not E3. This is their own separate conference.
Well,
yeah,
this has
right.
started well, wasn't it? If it's not the sound, it's what conference it is.
content,
Sean
yeah.
Bell.
If you can
Half
hear
an
me
hour
clearly, I'm
prep.
still just saying the wrong shit, so don't even worry about it. Right. I mean, I'm ready to
Okay,
go.
actually,
You guys-
right. So
go on.
I've just looked, and basically the PS4 was announced and shown off before the Xbox.
Okay.
Yes, it was, but
this
then
live-
Microsoft did their big thing at E3 showing where they announced all this weird stuff, and I'm pretty sure Sony did it after, right? Their response was, isn't this the one where they show swapping games and shit?
No, that was E3.
that was E3. This was the one that they did this, and I'm
Okay,
pretty
right,
certain
okay.
this is quite boring actually. And everyone
Wicked.
just said this is quite boring, and it
Okay,
wasn't
so
great.
before we get
fucking
started,
wait.
is this the one where they showed Destruction Derby, the demo that came with the console?
Yeah,
or...
you see a big T-Rex in this one.
Oh, wow.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, so just to get the order right, PS4 was announced first, then Xbox One, then Xbox did E3 first, and then PS4 took the
did
piss
their big
a few hours
rebuttal.
later.
We should have been watching the piss take one, shouldn't we? Right, should we...
Never mind.
No, this will be interesting. It's the first showing of the PS4. Let's go. 2 hours
Right.
long.
Don't know where's the chicken now. I'm going to go back to the beginning.
I mean, you could probably just fast forward to the bit where they reveal it.
Yeah, they go, here's the PS4. Okay, thanks for watching,
That's
everyone.
how they did it, guys. Now we know. Let's go.
Strap in.
Oh my god.
I don't remember this one either, Scientologist. I really don't.
Yeah, I can't remember if I remember.
That means you can't remember, Matt.
I might remember when I see it. Like, I remember this.
I just
I
remember
suppose
it.
remember whether or
this
not
was
you
the
remember
one
something
with
you
the
can't
screens
remember.
all around the cinema, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh,
Whoa.
Here we go.
Whoa.
fucking intense, man.
Oh my god, race cars.
God damn.
We're going to look
P.
back on this.
P.
in
What's
10
after
years
P?
and
S.
just
What's
go,
after S, guys? What comes after S?
I'll never know.
Oh my god, we don't know yet. It could be called anything.
Cliffhanger.
Nice choice of font there, guys.
Yeah, once again, they can't afford fonts.
Here we go. Do you remember this telly advert?
That was good.
Oh yeah, with the balls.
Yeah,
going
it
down
was a
the
good
thing.
advert. It
Wasn't that was for their TV though, wasn't it? It
Yeah,
wasn't
it's for the
their
Bravia
PS4.
Also to you, yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's easy to take the piss out of that advert, but I really liked it. Still do.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Thanks, Dave.
So we're going to look back on this in 10 years and go, oh my god, this is ridiculous how they're showing it. Why did they put people in a place?
Yeah, like, why did I have to go to a physical place? The internet was around then.
Well, everyone was doing this at this time, weren't they? It was.
Well, no, obviously,
Yeah,
James, we're not.
So I'm not watching the thing. I was just watching the other stuff.
What do you mean, what other stuff?
I'm not watching the thing.
I don't know. Look, I don't know. Look, I'm trying. I'm a bit concerned because I've got my garage door open, which means that everyone can hear what's going on, which I'm not happy about.
Well, everyone
Just all the local teams are going to be peering through the door, like, "Oh, is he podcasting? What's he doing?"
It's just too hot, isn't it?
It is too hot. It is far too hot.
Also, this intro is too long, baby.
It's all right though. It is too long, but
Okay.
we didn't build a box.
We didn't build a box.
We didn't
We
build
certainly
an
didn't build a box for the
Xbox.
PS5.
Gracious.
Fucking hell.
Mustache Man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
I watched these adverts recently, the Crash Bandicoot ones. Do you know those ones where he goes outside the Nintendo head office?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gran
It
Turismo?
just made them look bad.
yeah.
Yeah, we get some.
Too long.
Yeah, I've stopped reading the text now as well. We were born to renegade something.
I rate the soundtrack. Heavy Rain.
I mean, they've already really improved how they show this shit. Because
Look,
fucking
yeah,
hell.
this feels mega old, and it's
Yeah,
only
it
like
does.
7 years.
Their PS5 reveal thing was superbly paced and
Perfectly
put together.
Yeah.
This is
Ladies and
already
gentlemen,
annoying.
please welcome Andrew House.
Yeah, Andrew Hope, Andrew Hope, Andrew Hope.
Oh, lovely on-stage music.
Less bombastic for his entrance.
Good afternoon, and to those of you joining us from around the world.
He
good
looks
morning,
like
good
one of the
evening.
first NPC shopkeepers you come
It's
across in like a in a Fallout.
The stakes are high.
I was going to say he's very
I
sort of
don't know. I
Dungeons
think
and
it's like
Dragons.
he reminds me of somebody from LA Noir.
He does.
It's
It's all
definitely a
that,
cop.
isn't it? It's all the
Creators and innovators and
mean,
industry leaders.
There's a massive difference. Sartorially,
At Sony,
he's done
we've
well.
always
Yes,
talked
compared
about
to our previous ones we've seen.
portfolio of technology and content, blockbuster titles, and successful entertainment franchises. Today, we'll show you how we're strengthening the PlayStation ecosystem through hardware, software, and network capabilities that, when unified, create truly magical experiences.
Yeah, you gotta remember that the PS3 was fucking dung online.
It was.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was so bad.
That was the thing I remember when Matt got a 360, like, and how he was like, "Oh, it works." Like all the
You
all
just
the
press
online
the
stuff
button and now
works.
I'm in a party
Lines
chat.
work. There's people online.
ecosystem the gamer is.
It's fucking mad.
With the gamer as the focal
So were you PS3 first,
point of our
Matt?
efforts,
This
we've
gen?
created a platform
Yeah.
tuned to consumers' changing
Because I didn't
behaviours and an
have money
evolving
at time
sense of
360
play.
launch, and I think
Ease of access.
for whatever- I don't know, I didn't get it for whatever reason.
Device has been
Sure,
and
Matt was probably the biggest
With
PS3
mobility,
fanboy you would
Really?
ever.
Yeah,
He held
I
on to
wanted
it. It was brilliant.
It
Like,
really fought buying a
And then
360.
basically I had some money there, so I thought, okay, I'll buy it day one. I got a great bundle from Blockbuster.
today's casual
Show my age.
R.I.P.
I bought mine from Blockbuster.
Our
not
vision for
PS3.
the
Got
future.
mine from
Yeah, and I was all like, guys, I don't need your Xbox Live. I've got Blu-ray. Hello. I don't play none of your retro consoles.
to
Like,
familiar-
We don't have to
Xbox
play for
360 is
online on the
not even
PlayStation
next
3,
gen.
so
Yeah.
These experiences
Yeah, I
can
love that.
happen
Oh yeah, you
on
kept
console
dropping that
or
Xbox
handheld
360 is
devices.
not
Meeting
next
the
gen.
demands
Like,
of mobility
I thought it was a retro
and
console.
powerful
Yeah.
handheld games
I will
have
never
created
forget the day he bought a
PlayStation
360 and he come on to play Gears of War with us,
operating
and he was
system
like,
and chipset
right,
inside
how do we
PlayStation Vita is
link
so
up?
powerful,
And I was
we
like,
think it
well,
could
hold
bring
on, just
significant
accept this
value
invite.
to
And then he
gamers
was suddenly in the party chat with us, and he was like,
We know the potential
all right,
for
cool. Well,
expanding
how are we all going to get in the same game? Just press that button there and we're all in the same game.
Gameplay and multimedia.
Oh, fuck. It's like-
Exciting initiative
So good.
later
I
this
was like,
year.
oh, I can see why people raved about the online.
PlayStation Vita's potential. We're also focused on expanding the world of PlayStation content.
I mean, we've already given up paying attention to this, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, this is waffle. I'm like, well, I've been playing Resistance Fallen Man. Is this on this console? No, it isn't. How's your Blu-ray collection, boys?
Got an HD DVD drive, mate. I'm all right.
What was the first Blu-ray you watched on it, Matt? What was the first film?
And Day One Digital.
It was a Transformers film. I think it might be like the first reboot of Transformers film.
Yeah,
I was like,
didn't they give that away?
It's unbelievable.
Mine was
today remains at the
Casino Royale, I think.
Oh yeah, good choice.
While our Sony heritage has long been
You're still talking.
Was it, or was it the one after that? I can't remember. It was one of them.
Unleashed via powerful hardware, we also knew success would rely not only on a package of next-generation technologies.
We might also talk over this because this is boring. Like we always discussed the thought, you know, will E3 come back? E3, I think will come back, but it could come back with just online.
I must admit, I genuinely, before E3 this year, or the E3 period this year, I thought E3's not coming back. But after what's been replaced with it, you kind of think,
yeah, it's not
it needs to come back.
It's too spread out. There's too many, like...
Conversations with the
there's just too many people now trying to... Like, obviously, this was going to happen because it's not like everyone who wanted to put a show together all got together and went, right, who's doing one? Are you doing one? We're going to do one. You doing one as well? Like, obviously, that was never going to happen, so we were going to end up with too many replacements.
Yeah.
So it's...
I'd love to know how that's affected, like, sort of reach in terms of press coverage.
Yeah, it's bound to be down.
The demands any new platform would have to meet.
I do think,
I'm so glad that Sony seem to have now finally dropped all this fucking bollocks. And I think it was the one where they got everyone in a tent, right? That was the one where it went ridiculous. Like that's where it went too far. Oh no, what was the one?
No, because that one they had Last of Us 2 trailer. They had like 5 big trailers.
Yeah, but wasn't that also the one where they kept walking out in front of the curtain saying our third-party companies, you know, all that sort of stuff? That was
Sean Layton saying that was also. I mean, that was their last E3, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the last time they actually bothered showing up? And it was dreadful.
I think that's when they realised that maybe talking about synergy and
greater fidelity.
Because I remember watching that like back because it was on at like obviously like 1 in the morning or something, and you were watching it at the same time, Dave, and I was like, "Are you up to the bit with the loops?" Yeah. And you were like, "Yeah."
Hold on, wasn't that the one that you didn't? Oh, that's the one that Matt missed, right?
PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
No.
So whoa! What I missed? What?
Which E3 did you miss?
Thank you,
Matt.
I missed.
Did you miss Sony
we believe
doing
that
the
PlayStation
tent
4
and the theatre and
significant shift
all that shit?
of PlayStation
No, I seem to remember watching that, but I
thought James had missed that one, but he's telling me about how he watched it late at night, which is interesting. Okay.
Yeah, maybe James has just let something slip there.
Alarm bells.
Oh, bloody hell, James has resized.
To create next generation experiences
James Farley, you've
fixed this.
wildest expectations.
I remember watching it live. I mean, not live.
James, can you stop? Can you get out of the chat, please? Right, okay, let's watch this. This is supposed to be a talks over, and we're just chatting. Right,
we are talking over it, though, to be fair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Expanding idea about the future.
As advertised.
An idea with enough vision to lead the
I mean, I'll stop talking when he stops talking.
An idea on the conviction that we must give gamers the kinds of multi-dimensional experiences.
Basically, we believe that Microsoft have left us such an open goal
over the next couple of hours
that we're going to just kick the ball into the back of the net by simply allowing you to do what you already can do.
You'll meet
that's all they did. That was their marketing.
Soul of the gaming community.
We're not doing anything different.
One of those great minds is the gentleman I'm about to introduce. At the age of 17,
we're 10 minutes in.
Atari, and by age 20 had his first major design success with the arcade game Marble Madness. Future successes were many. He worked with Sega on Sonic the Hedgehog, served as president.
Hedgehog. Why is it like that?
I know it's long, but I'm pausing it. No, Lash, he's like English saying the hedgehog.
Yeah, he goes.
Very weird.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
The hedgehog. Oh my god.
He has been able to harness the engineering prowess of Sony Computer
Entertainment the hedgehog.
Deep developer insight.
What was that?
It's extreme British, extreme American.
Yeah, but you slipped some Japanese in there as well.
Great pleasure to introduce lead system
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Let's talk about the video game Sonic the Hedgehog.
I've got God.
What?
Right, let's listen to Sony.
Uh-oh, one sec.
And thank you for being here today. As Andy mentioned, my role on the development of the next
Andy, ooh, casual.
about 5 years ago. At that time, we began to look at how the console architecture could free developers from painful technological limitations.
I mean, fair play to him. He hasn't aged, has he?
The game experience.
That's exactly what he looks like now.
He was born looking like a 45-year-old man.
Yeah, he came out like that.
He come out like that guy. Just want to talk to you about the architecture of my mother's vagina.
Through the world. So,
Hey, Mark, how was your first day at school? Well, it's just a beautiful experience. And the way the architecture of buildings work together.
how we use it. Every major console, all the way from the Atari 2600, which was the dominant console when I started in games some 30-something years ago, all the way up to the PlayStation 2.
I thought I'd fix this. Why is James resizing again?
Insert the cartridge, the CD.
Is it going mad?
Yeah, now some wire pains here.
Play your game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys are gonna start
you're
doing it.
getting that.
I mean, the good thing is this is boring enough that.
But
James is on Wi-Fi, isn't he?
PlayStation 3.
Oh, hang on, here we go.
He's left the garage now.
Becoming a connected place and a single device was now expected.
No, they weren't. The PS3 wasn't. People weren't.
PS3 has done pretty well in these respects. It's the top.
No, it didn't.
But as a console designed before this,
That I find really surprising. The top platform for Netflix. Like 360, I thought was known as like the media console.
No, I mean yeah, everyone was using 360s to stream stuff, basically.
Much less
you could download loads of stuff onto your PC, Windows PC, and it was easy to just stream it straight to the Xbox. No one was using it for like official apps or anything.
On PlayStation 3.
And I was.
And
You're square.
That's a good point.
Can interfere with the design innovation that's so central to game creation. So for PlayStation 4, while we knew that the core performance of the
I've never wanted like anyone to break into a rendition of Licky Boom Boom Down more than I do Mark Cerny right now.
Additional goal.
I wonder what he's like when he's drunk. Doing his really like, loud.
Exactly the same.
Yeah,
he's probably drunk now.
Very racist.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
And the joy of play.
I'd like to distance myself from those comments.
A real fun factor that was an intrinsic part of the PlayStation DNA. The whole world was our
shooting.
And we had a
Him and Professor Brian Cox could probably switch roles, and it'll be fine. Like,
we also
you know, he could talk about Stargate.
I think Brian Cox might, you know what I mean? He might be overqualified for the job.
Access to everything
Cerny slaved the under.
Console and mobile spaces, and the PlayStation Network. And finally,
15
we
minutes.
wanted to hear from developers. We spoke to dozens of the best teams in the world. We wanted to know what was important to them.
Okay, but this is interesting because what they're doing here, they are doing the technical stuff that we thought was boring for PS5 at the GDC talk in one whole show. And they've learned from that for PS5, and they thought, no, this bit was boring. Let's dig up to developers.
That's been their tactic from the start, right? That's why they did that Wired interview and put all that stuff out there then.
Come right out and say,
so that they can get to
I
just
thought
the
watching
games
this
for the
is like brilliant now because one, we've just seen PS5, and but we've seen the last few months of how they've done it, and already like, oh wow, okay, so they took this out because they realised this isn't for a mainstream audience. This isn't for like main consumers. The developers would be, you know, wanking over this. They were loving this.
Imagine going to Mark Cerny and being like, right, Mark, we've had a talk. We're going to give you your own show.
Your own show.
No one wants to watch it, and we want to split it off.
You get your own.
I mean, they made a big deal out of this, like with the developers stuff, because, like it says there, you know, what the developers want. Whereas for PS3, they didn't bother asking that question at all.
Nightmare to develop.
Yeah, they're just like developers get what we send them instead.
For the CPU, we chose the most familiar architecture.
What the developers want? Emotion.
Allowing us to tap into over 3 decades of
developers want to just whisper ideas into a box.
We decided to use a highly enhanced PC
that.
GPU, something that would be easy to develop for in the early days of the platform lifecycle, but at the same time a GPU with remarkable long-term potential. And for system memory, I'm proud to announce that we are equipping the system with 8 gigabytes of high-speed unified.
See, the trouble with this is, again, like, all those terms are really dumbed down because they're like, okay, this is the technical section, but consumers are watching this, so let's like dumb it down saying PC architecture. It's like, so this satisfies neither developers because they want to know more information, and regular consumers are like, what? Who cares? What's next 86? Is that an Xbox? Like,
yeah, what we want to know is how big the hard drive is and, like, what we can compare it to in terms of power. Yeah. Like, even that teraflop stuff that Microsoft was pumping out was just fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just Microsoft, but yeah, everyone uses that, but also that's not even the way to... well, it's a number, but that doesn't take into account all the other stuff.
So that controller looks pretty accurate to what we got.
Yeah.
And in fact, it looks exactly like what we got.
So, during the development of the DualShock 4,
I'll tell you this, playing The Last of Us 2 really reminds you how shit that fucking light is on the top of the thing.
The result is
because it's a very dark game,
sense of control,
and I'm playing it at night. And all I'm seeing
it really shines, doesn't it?
To enhance the rumble capability.
Such a bad
well, it's just pointless. It's just orange the whole time.
You just mentioned enhancing the rumble capabilities. Surely just adding it back in would have been.
Yeah. Well, no, they went back on that pretty quickly with the PS3, didn't they?
And a light pad is a light bar.
That
simpler, more friendly way.
Oh, he called it light pad. That's a mistake there, sir.
The new controller was designed in tandem. With a
seriously, in his like day-to-day life, I do think he's like Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Track the 3D position of the controller via its light bar. Now, this first live demo.
See, they've said that tracks thanks to the light bar. So again, the new ones won't be trackable.
Yeah.
If same thing.
Unless they've got another way of tracking the pads.
Well, I guess a new camera, maybe?
Sophisticated technology here.
But this is what I'm talking about with the Switch and why we're not getting a Wii Sports game on the Switch. That it's not actually tracking where it is in the room. It's just
the animation plays.
Painfully aware of playing 51 worldwide games.
Not only do we have the power to drive this level of application, but we also have in PlayStation 4.
They're leaving money on the table. I want Switch Sports
from the PC world.
Have you done any of the what's it called? That skipping one.
Now's not the time, James.
Accomplish this. PlayStation
about the PS4. No, I'm joking. I haven't, but Harry did 1,000 today, and I watched him do it, and he's learned to just do this. He was sitting down like this and going.
Oh. Hey, you should have disciplined him for that. It's like, no, forget
I told him off. I told him
no
off.
TV for a month.
He didn't listen and just carried on doing it. Hold on, Matt. It's no different to you glitching your way through the 50 Moon Challenge.
Top of the line.
It's not a glitch. It was a mechanic.
Well, that's a mechanic.
His child. He's got to
work out how to do that jump.
Teach him now.
Otherwise, I'll put up a big picture of Matt Murray and say, otherwise you'll turn into this.
Who finished that using legit methods?
Oh, it's physics time, guys. Look at this. Whoa!
Wow.
Did the frame rate just tank as soon as when they all hit?
I've never been impressed by things like this.
No.
I was very impressed by the Dreamcast Yuji Naka face. James, you'll remember that, surely.
Just a fraction of the PlayStation 4.
That's a no.
Yeah, I was going to say. Didn't feel me with confidence.
Oh, yeah, I love that one. That's my favourite one.
So it's just
really great.
A breadth of experience.
James, do you actually remember it, or were you trying to style it out?
Was it all like in like Chrome, like and sort of like?
He doesn't remember it at all.
I don't really remember.
It's basically sort of like the Mario 64 head at the start of that, but Yuji Naka and like showing the graphical capabilities of those machines.
So
James,
here's a quick look at
why didn't you just say no?
No, Dave, it's really hot in here, and Sony's just talking bullshit.
Must admit, when I get hot, I just lie.
Yeah, I just get yes and no mixed up.
I can see how that works out.
When it's warm.
James,
22 degrees.
Today.
I'm alright, and then 23 they just swap.
Military might.
See, I can't put my fan on because if I first of all, my fan's a USB one. So if I plug it in, I can't plug in something else because I've only got 2 ports.
My mains powered one.
Look, all we need to do is each get one of them 500 quid Nvidia GPUs, and then we can filter out the fan noise.
It's a good.
Right,
That's
no,
the other thing is you'll moan. If I put a fan on, everyone will moan and go, "Oh, there's a fan." So
Firstly,
James.
no pausing.
Okay.
It's just
James, one, buy a mains powered fan. Two, set up a noise gate.
I've got a mains fan, actually. In fact, I'm going to plug it in right now.
That was very indignant. I've
Set up a
got
noise
one
gate
actually.
before we
I've got one.
record.
My main fan is Scientologist.
No, he isn't.
We're missing out. We're missing out on some quality knack here, guys.
Are we?
Why do you?
Here he is. Look, he's got his fan.
James is the biggest fan.
Look at that, mate. Glorious. James, turn that off. Sounds like
Step in human evolution. Is that what Knack was?
So, what was his game technically impressive with all like, the bits of him or not?
Nope.
I don't think so.
I'll tell you why. Because enemies disappeared. Bits disappeared. Like if they were left on the ground, they just disappeared, like old school games.
Shame.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
I can't because we're listening to this, so you done well.
Yeah.
That's right. That's good.
I see, James, I've helped you there.
Oh,
I
Joe, I
feel
feel so
sorry
good.
fan Dave if I'm his biggest fan. I suppose based on that type in Scientologist, you're right.
I can't tell you.
I feel sorry, fan Dave.
Show that in public. So, with the
Sorry, so this was the reveal of Knack, wasn't it?
hard
Yeah.
drive,
This was a real of everything.
controller.
Pads,
One's going
Mac.
apeshit.
The Nest
Right, okay, let's see what he says about it. Come on, because this was
was
his
to
game.
create the larger user experience that would surround the game.
Good point, Ben.
We chose 5 key principles as the basis for this experience: simple, immediate, social, integrated, and
I
personal.
love this stuff.
Well,
These are
shit
the
it.
5 concepts
For
for the
sure.
game. One of them is simple.
extremely helpful in crafting the overall system architecture. Games continue to evolve, some becoming very complex indeed, and the processing power of the system is an exponential leap over its predecessors. But at the same time, we wanted the platform itself to be consumer-oriented, with a premium placed on functionality and ease of use. For us, simplicity meant that powerful functionality needed to be just a button press away. Speed of response is also vital. Immediacy is no longer an ambition when creating system UI. It's an
Immediate,
expectation
100%.
of players.
What
So on
immediate
PlayStation
UI?
4, we
I
took
expect that.
They really worked to get it from 99
It's
to
3-0 Liverpool.
that radically reduces the lag time between consumers and their content.
They've scored
The
another.
hardware supports suspending and resuming of play sessions. Just hit the power button and the system enters a low power state, with the play session preserved in RAM.
Just press the
minutes
power
that it
button.
takes
Unless it's an online game, in which case all sorts of shit will happen when you come back.
On PS4,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah,
just
well,
hit
well,
that power button
you
again
don't just
and
pre-
promptly
okay.
be back playing the game at the...
Yeah,
must have-
press and hold the button and then go
suspend
down
and
to
resume
power
feature
options.
on-
Also has a secondary...
The suspend and resume feature on the PS4 is way better than it is on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Update
Because it feels like you're actually suspending and resuming.
Yeah.
And we're taking this one step further. On PlayStation 4...
Yeah, because on the Xbox One, I changed it to the sort of technically always on settings.
You download just a fraction...
Okay, this was bullshit.
And you can just hear the fan on the bloody power brick
as you continue to
the
play
entire time, like when it's
Okay,
switched off.
this didn't work out. What Mark Cerny's just said didn't work out.
What did he say?
Hang on, I'm
Let's not pause it, Matt.
Stop pausing it, Matt.
I don't care.
Fucking hell.
Absolutely
Further.
determined to drag this out. Go on, Dave. What did he say?
Digital titles are playable even as they are being downloaded.
Well, that is true, isn't it?
Title, you download just a fraction of the data. And
Not in any meaningful sense, though.
It's
You
like
can't start it.
you can start it up and look at the title screen.
Yeah.
I've
And
never understood that.
Our next key
And
principle...
it'll go,
Not all
oh, you wanted
games
to
do
play
that.
the game. Sorry.
And the
See you in
funniest,
6
the
hours.
funniest is the amount of games that you do that do that. You load it up, you play it, and it's like the tutorial that lasts for about 5 minutes, and then you've got like another 4-hour wait for the fucking rest of the game to
The
download.
Last of Us download, like I got Last of Us code and it was like 93 gig. I was like, okay, massive, or well, it was huge basically. And after 5 minutes, I was like, downloaded. I was like, what? And I started it, and then I was like, this is amazing. I can. Oh no, just the title screen.
Oh, is it really?
This dedicated
point?
video compression and
See, that's strange because
decompression
I bought this version and I only had to download like 30 gigs.
recordings of gameplay.
I thought this is a small game, but it must be
Button on the
reading
controller.
stuff off the disc.
Scan through the last few minutes of gameplay, pick a portion, tag it, and return to
I
your...
didn't think games did that
The
anymore.
video will upload as you continue playing.
Maybe not.
Our goal is to make the sharing of video as popular in the PlayStation 4 generation as the
I mean, they nailed this.
is today. And
I think the whole they're having the share button built in.
Yeah.
You can.
I think it's good for streaming. I think I've always found it easier to share content from the Xbox.
The gameplay of a famous person within your gaming universe.
I mean, now, I mean,
your friend is in trouble and reach out.
Anything you record on the Xbox, you can just download onto your phone like instantly.
And on PlayStation 4,
well, yeah, if you have the Xbox app.
Network based on
yes,
world friends. We'll keep around the alias and the icon used in today's multiplayer.
I used to do the USB transition stuff, so record stuff on the PS4 and then put it onto USB, but it takes fucking ages to transfer the videos.
That was absolutely bollocks then. Did you see on the profile, like that person was playing Knack, and it was like what looked like live video of that person playing Knack.
Oh, really?
Now. The console UI. PlayStation 4 is designed to be a highly integrated platform, seamlessly interconnected across the network to the full PlayStation ecosystem, as well as to key third-party devices and services.
You can tell it's integrated because of that logo.
Yep, because all the letters are really close together.
Because they're all like overlays.
Vita will allow
the PS. Okay.
Be carried far
the
beyond.
PS4 app is worse than the Xbox app.
Absolutely.
Especially since they split the messaging out.
They've done nothing to it. I mean, they've done nothing to anything for the entire generation.
It's just link to browser. There's the app. They've also, I think, well, it's been like heavily rumored, along with the new version of the Xbox Store for Series X, is that there's there's going to be a full rewrite of the app as well. I mean, I think the app's pretty good. It's not great UI, but it's functional, it does the job. But they're going to fix that and rewrite it, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely improvements.
Other experiences.
I mean, I don't know if they do stuff for the PS5 app, because you know that there'll be a separate app for the PS5, and if they've really worked on that, it could be good.
Interactions with your friends.
The other thing I hated about the PlayStation 1 is how they broke out all of the bits of it as well. Like, I don't know why.
God, yeah, like messages and on a different app and
ready to go.
What else is broken out? Messages. There's free, isn't it?
There was groups, but they closed that app because no one was obviously using it. There was the second screen one as well they released, and obviously remote play as well.
Oh, remote play, yeah.
Then that game.
Hang on, so Carl in the chat said Last of Us 2 is on 2 discs. Last of Us 2.
It is, yeah.
So,
wow.
In conclusion,
So what? Do you install one disc and play the other, or
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
I mean, that's
Final
a lot of
Fantasy.
games, isn't it? They have a data
Fantasy
disc.
7 did that, yeah.
always has been
Didn't
our
GTA
goal to
5
deliver
do that as well when
play
that first
that
came out?
satisfying.
I
And in
remember.
order to do
Yeah,
that,
it had a
we need to the dreams
it had like a
of
textures
the
disc
developers
that
who
you had to
create the
install, and
content
then
that game players crave.
GTA 5
think
did
it was
that, I can't
GTA
remember.
5.
Players would expect ease of access,
Red Dead
simplicity,
and GTA
Oh,
5
okay.
did
with
it.
their
Yeah.
content and their experiences,
So Scrub Nerd.
and that a
Cheers,
successful
Scrub.
new platform would need to not only meet, but also
We do
exceed
need help.
their expectations. We've therefore
do.
taken a
It's in
deep
half an hour.
consumer-focused,
I wish I had some crisps.
centric approach to the
Oh,
design
mate.
of the PlayStation 4.
Don't.
Wish I had a third beer.
Gaming experiences that evolve
Oh, I've not.
and
I haven't had
ensuring
beer.
that PlayStation.
I wish I had a Diet Coke that wasn't lukewarm.
Best play.
Just
Oh,
go
also,
there,
James,
turn around, open the fridge and see David Cage
Yeah, I
in
was
there.
gonna say, are you scared to turn around?
Oh, we need to get you like a cardboard cutout, James, and just put it in the background of your stream
So
and
So
say
I've got
nothing.
a 30 pack, like here,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty certain that they're probably quite hot.
I'll just have one.
There we go.
So, I'd like to
James,
introduce the next
can
speaker,
we get
Dave
you a
Perry.
carbon
You
cutout of
probably
David
know
Cage in the
him.
background?
Hey, why are you
That would be very
asking
funny.
that?
I'd be up for
CEO
that,
of
yeah.
Gaikai,
He'd be up for that.
company in cloud gaming that Sony
It'll be all soggy by the time he gets to do another one of
For me,
these.
though, it's a bit
Well, the
different.
garage does leak.
Dave's one
So
of
yeah.
my personal
Yeah, sure,
Hang on, I'm
that'll
going
be
to see
your
if I can
excuse.
find.
string of hits.
I'm not trying to
Open a
hole in
new,
that.
sorry, I'm just opening a new Chrome window. I'll take that off the view there. I'm going to see if I can find the highest quality
Please join me in
photograph of David Cage's face that I can.
CEO of Gaikai.
No, John, we need the full body.
Oh no, we'll just stitch it onto someone else.
Yeah, no, you need to Photoshop it.
I want the full, authentic David Cage body and head and...
And then David Perry's going to talk about Gaikai or PS Now as it becomes.
Live around
So
the world.
tools,
I can't
size,
excited
large.
The Gaikai team and I are to be working on the PlayStation 4 platform. They're actually back at our office watching live through the internet right now, so hi everyone.
Through the internet?
As Mark mentioned, I've probably spent nearly all all of my life playing and creating.
He's talking about streaming
we all
games.
remember powering up our first
Through the
PlayStation.
interwebs, guys.
It wasn't just a piece of hardware that gave us the goosebumps. It was knowing that the PlayStation would be delivering new experiences that pushed the gaming forward into completely new territories. And that's precisely what we're doing with PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Network.
Wasn't Dave Perry from the UK?
Technology.
You're talking about a different Dave Perry.
Same Dave Perry. Yeah, no, it's he was originally. Yeah,
because he was with Virgin Interactive, wasn't he?
Incredible.
And then founded Shiny.
PlayStation 4.
He just sounds very American here.
Virgin Interactive was actually my nickname at uni.
Together, and conquer the world together.
Not true. I had loads of sex.
So every decision that we're making for the network is scrutinized to ensure that it delivers.
Oh, what? I found a bloody 20 meg stock photo of David Cage.
Yes!
But this image isn't available for license in your territory.
We'll buy it, Sean.
No, it's what I'm saying. I can't even. I'm not even allowed to buy it.
Sean, take it out of petty cash. Take it out of petty cash, Sean.
Cash.
So like when your friends
can't put a price on comedy, Sean.
Because some people could get a bit.
And with the Gaikai cloud technology, our goal is to make free.
Please contact us for more information. I wonder where I have to be based to be allowed to buy this picture.
PlayStation Store.
Jones, when you get you this cardboard cutout, the first thing you say when you go on to the talk saver is,
you can simply press
example of some of the laughs we have around here.
Were available.
Humour.
Sean, why are you laughing?
I assume it's from The Office.
They could be downloaded reasonably.
It's been great in The Office for the past 5 minutes, yeah.
Is it going to be that, or who's seen this film?
Anything.
Oh, better.
I've always
Who else has seen this film?
Try it for
Who else has seen this film?
Share it if you like it.
Dave, I still say that sometimes when I walk into rooms at home.
So now we're changing.
Yeah, I say that a lot too.
By putting
I used to say that all the time at PokerStars VR, where if like a really dodgy hand went out on the table, I'd stand up and go, "Who else has seen this filth?" And you'd always see one person laughing.
Facebook and Ustream to bring gamers' friends into games like
just
never
one
before.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of
Facebook are obviously critical to how we stay in touch with our friends and current events around the world. But they don't know your PlayStation gaming history and all your preferences, nor those of your
Justin TV was on
TV.
That was on PS4, wasn't it? Day one. And Ustream wasn't Ustream like the new name for Justin TV, right?
Yeah, but was Justin TV the new name for Blog TV?
No, it's different because Justin TV basically turned ultimately into Twitch. But Ustream, I wasn't sure about was also like a potential sudden rebrand, and then they went to Twitch or like a separate company. But
very popular in our industry.
Blog TV was the best of a lot of them, though, Matt, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I've never laughed so hard when I...
Find something you love.
Yeah, I used to remember waking up and like stomach cramps and shit.
So I think I found the picture of David Cage I would like to use.
Is he bending over?
Hang on, I'm just gonna. There you go. Everyone who's watching the stream can see it now. I think that's pretty good.
From your game, live, 100%.
I think that on a topless hunk's body.
It's
be absolutely top.
And something that has never
can I see it? This picture?
It's on the stream, mate.
Oh yeah, no, Sean, we need full body.
I won't be able to get a full body. No, because I want.
Yes, you would.
I want like
there'll be a
ripped
shot.
And if you allow that,
guy.
Yeah, no, he's got to be shirtless, Matt. Sean's got the right idea. Also, can I just say, I'm so sorry if you've logged on to watch the PS4.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No, stop pausing it, Matt.
Dave, right. I know, right. We talk over these things. That's kind of part of it.
Work out how to get through that door,
David.
You could ask a friend.
But also, we have not listened to a second of this, have we? I'm so sorry.
It is boring.
No, it's not
I
our
was
fault.
just wondering whether I could like skip it forward, whether anyone would notice.
I would have noticed, Jake.
Here's another good
Keep
one.
your eye on Matt.
Here's another good picture of David Cage for everyone watching at home.
Our developers by giving them.
Oh, look at the chat, Matt. It's going crazy. Have a look. Go on, James.
Matt, have a drink. Have a drink,
52
quick.
minutes, baby.
So they can manipulate levels to assist you during your gameplay.
Oh my
Give
god.
me guide you.
Developers can insert command buttons for certain levels, We're friends.
I think maybe this should be how we do these from now on. We basically don't actually listen to the thing, it's just us making our own fun for
It's
90
just
minutes.
background noise, isn't it? It's like putting the TV off when you're cleaning.
Yeah, it's like Big
Yeah.
Bopper.
That means you can
Go
schedule a set
quiet for a
time
sec, because
and
he's saying some
broadcast
weird
the
stuff
gameplay
about what you
live
could do with
to
streaming.
anyone that you
Okay.
want to invite.
Weird stuff. Hello, I'm in.
In summary, the base hardware architecture for PlayStation Network was designed to facilitate and integrate social aspects throughout all phases of the gaming
found another
experience. The PlayStation Network wraps you in your favorite content wherever you are, across the PS4, the PS3, the PS Vita, smartphones, and tablets. And we're going to give developers a simple, elegant solution for
Jesus
enhancing
fucking
the
Christ.
PS4
Okay, so what? So is the idea with David Cage thing, we get like a hunk body with David Cage's face on top, or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, I'm ready for pictures when you are.
Like a really zoomed in shot of Sackboy.
It's been built into the architecture.
Have a look when it goes to the head and shoulders
So how
shot.
are we unlocking remote plays potentially?
Oh no, that looks so good now.
Right, I've now got more high-res photographs of David Cage on my hard drive than anyone should have.
Yeah, you're going on a list now, Sean.
I am.
Enabling gamers to put their
David Cage's list. He's gonna visit your garage.
right
I
onto
heard you were
the
downloading
Maybe I'll make a
pictures
game
of-
with David Cage in it,
display.
and then there'll be an
Goodbye,
article about me saying
my
Sean was
job
looking
that
up
I don't know.
photographs of David
Hello,
Cage
my
on Google Image
professor.
Search.
Well, it's easy. You just use remote play to transfer the game over to
Oh,
your.
they're showing Knack again, are they?
Now, as you
They're
saw,
showing
Mark
remote
is
play.
working on this game.
Again,
I
remote play
haven't-
was
I haven't finished
brilliant.
being
Okay, the
impressed
fact
by
that I
that.
mean, Xbox didn't do it is it's still the fact is still working. I mean, it's not perfect, but they did it fairly early on.
Yeah.
Do you know what would be good now, Matt? If you could like do remote play on your mobile phone and just slip it into a controller.
And the works really
Yeah, but it won't be the same.
two consoles were
That's what I'm
And
saying.
it'll look awful
graphical
and won't work properly because it'll
Yeah,
be some
you know, Dave, that's a great idea, but I'm obviously just how control the looks,
Yeah.
not ease of use. You know?
Yeah, I think the biggest barrier in that, Matt, is the £10 device that you need to buy.
Yeah, yeah. For me, at minimum, it's £50. If I can do what I want for 10, forget it.
thing like that.
Every PlayStation 4 title playable.
It'll be awful. You can use your DualShock.
No, because they look terrible. I want the official ones. You can use DualShock. Nah, not that one.
Those games instantly playable on the PS Vita as well. So to make
different
remote
solution.
play between the PS4 and the PS Vita feel good, we've dramatically
Alright, maybe I'll
reduced
buy one.
transmission times.
Let's have a look.
So the
15 quid, James. How have you not bought one already?
accomplished this
Yeah,
by
but
integrating
is there any
some
good ones
into the
that you
PS4
can
Well, it's
buy?
just a clip.
architecture that essentially turns it into a game
It's
server.
a clip that
and the
you
PS
just put
Vita
your
becomes a
phone on
client
your fucking
with
pad.
remarkably fast connection speeds.
It's 4-0.
PlayStation Network and the PS4 will provide access to a vast array of.
Sorry, Matt, you weren't expecting to win tonight, right? This is the problem
no,
with
of course.
fans.
Love all forms of
But-
entertainment, including watching movies.
At least Mane scored. He's my fantasy
shows,
team,
listening
so
to music.
win-win.
So PlayStation
Well, lose,
Network
win,
will have
you know.
services including Sony's own Video Unlimited and Music Unlimited. And we're working with leading services like Netflix, Amazon Instant
What
Video.
are they going with?
and
Hulu?
services to have
Crackle,
on
do you
the
remember that?
platform.
Is that still
We'll be
going?
announcing more
I think it is.
later in the year.
I doubt it.
Now I've already mentioned a couple
NHL, I
of
don't
ways
know.
like cloud
See,
technology.
these mount
PlayStation
things, they all
Network
look so
will enhance
crap.
the
That's the
player's
Doesn't
problem.
matter, James. That you won't see that. You'll be holding the pad, playing the game in the
I've
dark.
got standards. You know, it's like I don't want to. I don't want to be holding something like this. It looks horrible.
Who's going to be judging you?
Yeah. Oh, James, I can't
Myself.
believe
That's
you're
the
using a
whole-
plastic clip for your phone.
It's
Although
myself.
PS3 titles
It's
aren't
just they
natively
look awful.
supported on the PS4,
You're judging yourself.
exploring some
This
very
one,
You sit there going, I'm a
James,
loser. I'm a
James,
loser.
you're not playing this in a hot club. You're playing at home on the couch. Who cares?
put this on any device. The technology is so advanced that some
This one doesn't
You don't go to Oceana.
Yeah.
PS3,
You're like, hey.
PS Mobile
All your friends in all bar one are going to have a go at you.
This would fundamentally change the concept of game longevity. Imagine having access to all the old games you love and the
Well,
ability
you're thinking of more
So
places, aren't you?
wherever you
Matt, you're thinking of more places now. I can see your
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
working.
Trying
You
with
were
like
like,
shitty old clubs, like Time and Envy. You're not in Time and Envy now, James.
you're not in the blue
the
orchid.
PlayStation Cloud service.
You're not in Picture Piano now, James.
This global
All right,
network.
I'm buying
Places.
this one.
Now,
I'm buying this one. It's
Guy
£9.
World record
It's not
for our
bad.
prototype network.
Well,
Fucking hell. So far, during this conference, Sean has been searching for pictures of David Cage. And James is doing his shopping.
Technology and infrastructure. This is an investment into the millions of loyal.
How are we doing in the chat? All right, are we enjoying this? Is this okay?
Yeah, people said they're really happy with us just talking shite over it, so let's carry
40
on.
minutes now. We've seen one game in its knack.
PlayStation's cloud services in phases.
James Ben says also you have to buy one of those controller things and review it on the podcast, which I think is a good idea.
Yeah,
in fact, I think you should do a video review of it.
You're James
Yeah, James, I want an unboxing.
Yes.
And full review.
Oh god, yes, an unboxing.
I want an
James
ASMR
doing an
unboxing. That's what I want.
Using it as their virtual platform to turn
I'm
their
just getting some advice from the chat.
into reality.
That's a good point.
Because you're in the
white
fucking
gloves
chat.
as well. So you could do your unboxing.
Okay, no,
video.
it's a new person. Listen.
You know, there's been, you know, at times people are, you have to do social, you have to do casual, you have to do hardcore, you have to do this, you have to do that. But as much as it's been changing, all of those different trends have been supporting each other. What I love about this console is that I think it's the first time that these trends are going to really
What is
be brought
this?
together. This is where the
There's
promise
an even
is.
cheaper one here for £6.90.
What is this? You've got
This
a
is really
Monty
weird.
Python sketch.
I was going to say, yes.
Mixed
Oh,
with
hello. Sofa.
pure
Good boy.
Microsoft now, but
Yeah.
Would you do
Team Xbox now.
Bought off.
that they gave us the possibility?
Yes!
there he is.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Hello, my professor.
He's instantly hard.
And actually helping form what the PlayStation 4 would eventually turn out.
What?
We took all.
Why does everyone go quiet when I make jokes about James going hard?
The system.
Just thinking about it.
They're
Oh,
not
right,
buying it.
sure. Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's pretty good.
I'll also
actually.
press my own boner.
James Scrubnerd says you got to go as cheap as possible.
Well, there's one here for £6.90. Should I go for this one?
Yes, mate. What does it look like? Is it bad?
Hang on, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat. I'll show everyone.
Does it clip your phone to your pad? Yes. Who cares what it looks like? Unless it's got 2 dragons on it, in which case don't.
Then
I never
this is a
come
2-in-1
across someone that
holder.
cares. James, this is a real surprise.
Experience. That's still not.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, I can't imagine you giving a shit about how anything looks.
I do. I care a lot about how things like. I just things have to look nice.
Big
I like
into
things to look
aesthetics.
nice.
James, you want a tattoo with 2 dragons on the back?
I'm interested in and how the options are.
I mean, yeah, maybe I should go as cheap as possible.
Go on, send us the link. I want to show everyone on the stream.
I just have. I put it. Well, I put it in the. I put
You
it
know
in
where you
YouTube
need to
chat.
order these from? Can you order them from Wish?
Yeah, well, no, it'll get it in about 4 years' time.
Hang on,
Yeah.
James. Which chat have you put it in?
In the YouTube one.
The YouTube. Oh, for God's sake! I don't think that even works, does it?
Put it in
Yeah,
our
it
store.
works.
Understand it. We just got to make it easy for everyone.
James is now showing private links to everyone else.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I've got
He's
a
got his
password
own
in the
YouTube
chat.
channel
What's
going
up?
on,
No, in YouTube.
Right, look, I'll put it in our one. There you go. Look,
Thank you.
it's that one.
So immediacy becomes.
I mean, this is the cheapest one I can find, unless anyone can find something cheaper. It's 270-degree adjustable angle.
That's incredible.
£273.
And it was $7.99, so this is a bargain.
Yeah.
You're able to download the first bit.
Yeah, 270-degree adjustable angle.
Adjustable, yeah. It's an adjustable display.
Upgraded version. It fits
in
phones.
the description.
Fits bigger phones. It's foldable.
Should we listen to this?
You go to your
No.
living room, you have that.
I mean, at the moment, people watching at home can't even see it because we're looking at this PS4 controller.
integrated gaming experience.
There we go. I'll put it back on.
They're like, oh, Amazon.
I mean, do you want to see the other one?
Many
Do
devices.
you want to see the other one? Sure.
Yes, please.
So this is the other choice. It's a bit more expensive.
Your phone, for your PC.
This is the primo option.
Many different.
Yeah, Sean, I might use the Amazon page as a thumbnail. It's like, tell me what?
See, James, this has only got 170 degrees rotation, mate. It's fucking bullshit.
What, the second one?
Yeah, the more expensive one.
It's more, yeah, but it may be more stable. You never know.
Apparently, you can fit a fucking iPad in it.
Hey, what? They wouldn't use an imagery like that again, would they?
We have on this controller is the appearance of.
You see, I prefer the look of the more expensive one though, because it's like it's all black, isn't it? The other one just looks horrible.
Yeah, it's transparent. Remember when transparent stuff was cool?
Whenever they want to share.
2003.
Press that button.
Before you had to make a video, edit the video, upload the video, and now we're going to make this so.
Have these all been
just like press
white men?
and off it goes.
It's gonna.
Yeah,
just out of interest.
No, not white men.
Okay.
one of the neat things about next.
Okay, so which one am I buying? Am I going for the cheapest one, or am I going for the second one, which looks a bit better?
I mean, given the cost of them,
Could
get
you
both
do this
and
another
review
time?
both.
Yeah, we
You
are.
do know you're on air, James, right?
Oh no, James, right? Buy both, and then I want a YouTube video with like face off, and I want a thumbnail of you being like, holding.
Maybe you guys are cute, I don't know.
I think I'm going to go for the more expensive one.
Okay, look, can we? You could do your shopping later, James.
You're the one who started this.
I don't think I was I?
Oh, Dylan Cuthbert.
For me, the three words with recap would be
Immersive, magical,
simplicity,
ultimate play.
the game entertainment machine.
It's coming soon. It's a connected world.
It's a PlayStation.
It's a PlayStation. You can't say that's not true.
From Worldwide Studios, please welcome Michael Denny.
Denny.
Thank you. So as you've heard from Marco, and as you've just seen in the video, there are
substitute teacher.
Which is
He's probably Swindon a lot, isn't he?
Because the future PlayStation.
Listen, guys, I know what you say about substitute teachers, but I'm not like the average substitute teacher, yeah?
I've got a tattoo.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. I got a moped. I got a moped in.
PlayStation 4.
Toyota MS5.
Any of you kids into Led Zepp?
And if you're lucky, lunchtime,
creativity.
I'll get my pogs out.
Hey, sorry about that. That was just my Fortnite battle pass I had today.
Unique feature set.
Yeah, do you reckon he starts with the back to the classroom? All the kids come in, they sit down, and he spins around and goes, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Hi, my name's."
Or do you think he
name's
he walks up to the
Brian.
chair and then spins it round, slams it down, and sits with it facing the wrong way?
Sorry, I was just getting a Fortnite win. A chicken
dinner.
Yeah.
So, I guess what a lot of you have been waiting for.
Just having a turkey lunch.
An early look at some of their work. Please welcome on stage the managing director and co-founder of Guerrilla Games, Herman Hulse.
Come on, Killzone. Let's have
Yeah, he's now the big boy, isn't he? He's now top dog.
Is he?
Here. In the near future,
wow, he's casual as fuck.
Yeah, man.
I'm a big fan, actually. I love his work.
Nah, you're fine, but tuck your shirt in.
I was going to say,
If
there's
you're wearing
definitely
a
someone.
blazer, tuck your shirt in.
There's definitely like a media officer backstage that's like, don't you fucking dare tuck that shirt in.
Yeah,
Leave
he's
it
like,
out.
It's
2013, come on.
You're edgy.
Want to protect their way of life.
It's the madman!
The Helghast have evolved and claim genetic superiority. They are brutal and relentless in pursuit of their
The yo-yos come out, that's how entertained I am.
I really like this game.
The conflict
He's got two options. Take the jacket off, or tuck the shirt in. And then he's alright.
Or both.
This is a story.
Yeah, I mean, he could get away with both, but I was trying to, make it easy for him.
Yeah. don't want to put too much pressure on him.
This is Killzone Shadowfall.
Yeah, I really like this game. It's obviously painfully launch title fodder, but I really enjoyed it.
I liked it. The last level was rubbish. We've said it a million times, but I liked it. I thought the combat was alright. This was the first level, wasn't it?
And to be fair, I remember this was impressive as fuck in 2013.
Yeah, it looked bloody great. The lighting as well, even back then, was awesome.
It still looks good now. I booted it up a while ago and it still looked pretty good.
You could put some synthwave over that and everyone would be like, fucking hell, it's Cyberpunk, look!
True. Just need that, the guy from Bill and Ted.
What?
Bill or Ted?
No, fuck off! I shouldn't need the other guy's name. He's into conspiracy theories, isn't he, that guy?
Is he? Is he one of those?
Yeah. Massively into it, yeah.
Oh, no.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Maybe I can call him about Bugsnax.
He's probably there day one, he knows.
Got something really important, mate.
Yeah, but maybe he can teach me.
Like, Killzone will come back, won't it? They will. I mean, I've only played this once out of the whole franchise, but it feels like a big dormant brand.
I think maybe after the next next Horizon, they'll have another stab at it.
Yeah. Because it would look stunning.
Maybe though, I think that's more of a risk now, because what would Killzone be? It would.
Well, that's the problem, innit? It feels like first-person shooters are not... okay, let me preface this by saying, obviously they are a massive thing, but like single-player first-person shooters are not what they were.
They're not the
in terms of like...
It's kind of like got Call of Duty for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this, I mean, even this game, and obviously it's nothing like it, but I definitely got... There's some element of Half-Life 2 vibes in some of the environments. Some of the environments were really impressive. It's obviously... It was just about single-player story, and it wasn't about... what, you know, say COD single players these days. I reckon they could just do more of like a Half-Life-ish game with like a good narrative. I mean, I reckon they could do it, and it'll be great. I think.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Scrub Nerd is putting some comments in the chat, and one of them says, "I'm trying to work out his haircut. Has he a mullet coming on?" And I was worried he was talking about me.
Oh, no,
and then I realised he was probably
it's
talking
me,
about
but
someone on stage.
Hey, Dave, yours has grown back quick, hasn't it?
Yeah,
that's
you had a full
insane,
buzz cut
actually.
about 2 weeks ago.
I've just realised. Yeah.
What happens, mate?
Full haircut.
Sorry.
That's what happens when you've got decent jeans.
Does it offend you?
Yes.
I'm
rubbing it in my face,
I do
mate.
need a haircut again.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
But I don't know with risk going to a head or a barber or whatever, or just
Well,
shave it all off
reopening,
again.
aren't they?
They are, but I mean, I'm still not.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a shop yet. Like, other than a fucking essential shop.
It's in from Assassin's Creed, look! Ha
Shut up, Sean.
Oh, heck. Mission failed.
Wasn't there? Hold on. Was Shadowfall the one where you start off as a child and it was weird because it looked like the perspective was weird and then you realise that you're a child?
I don't know if you start, but there was definitely. It wasn't the first level. The first level was that one in the demo we just seen, but there was a level very quickly where you're suddenly a child. And I was like, why am I so short?
That was the opener. That was right.
Was the opener, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the second one, but okay.
When you're in a cage at the start or some shit.
No, you're like in an apartment because I didn't realise obviously at the beginning, and I'm like, can I stand up?
Yeah. That's what it's like. I'm a crouching.
To be fair, that was all of No Man's Sky.
Someone comes up and goes, "Hello, little boy." It didn't learn this, did it? How accurate do you reckon this is?
It did.
Did it, James?
Yeah, it does. It does look pretty much like this.
Well, what they nailed is that the weapons look good, and there's like they do I think like the blur to make you think, oh fucking hell, hang on, this does look good.
Multiplayer was pretty good as well.
I don't think I played that once.
Oh, I did. Where did it?
Do you reckon they'll ever bring back Resistance Fallen Man?
No.
So it's an IP they've got. I enjoyed the first one again, classic launch game, but
yeah, but it's not a beloved IP, is it really?
No, but they could reboot it.
I mean, I'd never say never. Never say never, but I can't see it coming anytime soon.
I mean, this had a following because it was billed, wasn't it, as being like their Halo, like on the PS2, like when they were trying to do with the Xbox.
I've never played those. Was it started on PS2, not PS1?
Yeah, it was PS2 was the first one. It's on PS Now, and I tried it again the other day. It is shocking, like how not good that game is. Like by comparison.
What way of doing that?
At the time, was it not technically impressive, or?
No, I remember Killzone 2 had a massive following for the multiplayer, didn't it? Because it was doing some weird stuff with loads of players and all sorts of shit.
I'm gonna say this when the original one came out, like people were all like, "Oh, this is all the PlayStation mags and all that were like going on about how this is a Halo beta and stuff like that." And it does look visually impressive, but the gameplay really not great at all. It's not a great game. There's only always about 2 or 3 enemies on screen at a time, either, which doesn't really help.
I wonder if they show any of the OWL stuff for this in this demo, because that was such an essential part of playing this game, wasn't it? Using OWL.
Well, what's funny about this demo is that this guy playing it is not great.
Yeah, no, he's just
like
missed about
normally
14
they
shots
practice,
in slow
they
motion.
can nail headshots, whereas this guy's like missing shots. Look, he's shooting the plane. Missing shots, just getting in the body.
They must have said, play it like a gamer, right? Don't make it look perfect.
Play it like a twat. Just think about this. This guy's holding onto a plane, one-handed.
It's dead easy. I've done it. I do it all the time.
I don't remember this being in the game.
Tell you what. Imagine if this was in VR. This section.
Yeah.
Was this bit in the game, James?
No.
I didn't think
not.
it was. I don't remember it being in the game.
I'm gonna say this all looks like too good.
Why? Well, why did you say it wasn't in the game?
Why did I say that?
No, James. I think to say this in the game sounds like. You're saying this whole section was cut, James? Is that your?
I don't remember this being in the game. I really don't remember this bit.
He just fucking jumps off. That is great. Love that.
Yeah, I don't remember that being in the game.
It's a shame because this does actually look pretty good, I think.
I mean, they wouldn't have gone to this third-person view, so maybe, but I don't know. I remember some big set pieces with your, in flight.
Okay, we're just under halfway through, guys.
Fucking hell.
That's the second game we've seen as well. After that.
Well, we've got another 2 to go.
The thing is, right,
clip.
this is literally my social life now, so do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm having banter with the lads.
I want to play Last of Us.
Oh, it's Drive
You're
Club.
such a different person when you're on air, though, Sean. Don't you just want to be normal, Sean?
Is this not normal, Sean? What am I normally like?
You should not be swearing.
Don't swear.
Okay, yeah.
Not fair.
Yeah, true.
You're,
I just put that on
polite.
for, yeah. Everyone loves it.
Was this Drive Club?
Yeah, the
This is
Drive Club
yeah.
looked stunning.
It's hard to believe how much of a joke that game became. You know what I mean? Like, even Sony fans were ripping a piss out of it. Like,
from Evolution Studios. And we're making the game.
I mean, I was really good friends with Paul at the time.
To make.
Paul Wazynski, like the director of this. Now works at Slightly Mad Studios.
Team-based racing.
There's always a bit like
Drive Club was good when it finally came out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I remember he.
Oh, sorry, no, because it wasn't. No, when it first came out, it was bad, wasn't it? And then it was another few months.
The name Drive Club.
They sorted it out.
You can check it online. And it's hard. It's always been a very simple.
They all right, show off. Not you, Sean. I was talking about the man. Didn't Paul bring you a DualShock 4? Like,
well, I went to his house and got to see that and play it ages before.
Way before it.
Yeah.
Anyone else could use.
We've visited.
Actually, still has me a memory card for my camera. He took.
Shit, were we friends with Chet and John at this time? We were, weren't we?
For next gen.
Yeah, it must have been.
And they love.
Because I remember you putting it in the.
Yeah, in the group. Yeah.
The Gamer Bros.
Not even just about winning races, but about people.
About good times, man.
Gameplay with friends in teams. Next generation no longer just means more powerful hardware. We're the next generation of gamer. We want to play great-looking games.
No, hold on, mate, you ain't.
But in new ways that fit our permanently connected social lives. And to us, that means driving in a team. Drive Club is a game to play in real clubs, asynchronously and in real time, against other clubs all around the world. The gameplay isn't specifically about races, it's about challenges, and rewards you for playing in groups even if you aren't top of the leaderboard, much like the best squad-based first-person shooters do. I can also fire up the Drive Club app on my phone or tablet, pick a race type, pick the cars, pick any time of day, in any weather, at any time of the year.
Yeah, there was definitely no weather or time of day stuff when it launched, I don't think.
Yeah, and I don't think you could. I'm talking about like loading up the app and choosing your car on that and stuff. I don't think that ever come out, did it?
We're talking 24/7, tethered access to your club, no matter where you are, home or away. Plus, whether it's a short team drag race or a weekend-long 1,000-player tournament with hundreds of teams, every section of every track is packed with challenges. First-person games.
Oh, is this where he talks about the fabric? This become a meme.
Fully into their worlds.
I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, listen. He talks about the fabric on the seats.
You and your mates feel exactly how you should when you own a car like this.
I do like how he just sounds like a normal person from the north, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't see many developers from anywhere north of Watford.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, they were based in Ellesmere Port.
With totally correct.
Here we go, listen.
Painstakingly measured from the real thing using our custom-built photometric apparatus. We've gone borderline insane with real-world details and subtleties. We've modelled the direction of each microscopic metallic flake of paint in multiple layers. We've emulated the effect of each individual thread in the weave of the carbon fibre, so the pattern alters realistically with the lighting angle. The lights themselves...
So many things you'll never see.
Hold on, it's going to sound about the seats, I'm sure he is.
And lenses that refract the real bulbs underneath. And we've modelled those rainbow patterns you get when you wax the plastic headlamp covers. Even the suede and carpet have a fibre direction map, causing them to reflect light differently when they've been brushed.
That become a meme because people were going. They're still working on the cotton seating of this particular car. That's why it's been delayed.
First-person racing, the exquisite feeling of opening the door, breathing in the experience.
In my car, it's just like breathing in baby wipes that have been left in the door.
Opening the door and going, what did I leave in here?
Core that's been under your seat for about a week.
Like, why are there fruit shoots underneath my gear pedals again?
Oh, mate, don't get me started with that shit.
New PlayStation technology.
Honestly, everyone that uses my car except for me thinks those storage containers in the door is a bin. Just like fucking lolly sticks in there. You pull it out and it's just like just shit.
The other day, Dave, I mean, this is pre-pandemic. I like opened the back door of like where Ash was sitting, and he'd left like a lollipop, a full lollipop, just in the like the thing that you used to like, open the door, and it had just melted obviously in the heat, and then it was just like liquid goo like all over it, and it's just like
I mean, the worst bit of that is that's a waste of a perfectly good lollipop.
Exactly, yeah.
What's he doing? Grounded for a month.
I don't know how true this is, but I have heard this is true. It's very important that you don't keep hand sanitizer in the car.
Really, does the heat kill it?
Well, because it's alcohol based, it gets extremely hot.
Yeah.
And you either spray it in your hands and burn yourself, or it can literally melt through the fucking. Yeah, it gets really hot apparently. I don't know how cheap it is.
I'll take the risk. I've got the entire boot is basically I poured it in. I opened the boot, like dunk the hand, done, bang, shot the boot again.
A couple of days from now, there'll just be like picture on Instagram, the car on fire.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, bouncer.
Matt's
baby
this
wipes
in front of that.
Yeah, I'm like.
He's like fucking baby wipes.
Drive job.
In 1999, I took part in a political rally and got tear gassed by the cops. Now, up until then, I'd always thought the police were there to protect me, to protect the people that I cared
thought he was going to say then, holy shit.
On that day, they
This is interesting.
We all want to feel safe, right? But it is hard to put your finger on what that sense of security is worth. However, it is
using this to sell a game is a bit.
Well, you've got to remember that.
Right now, there are 4.2 million security cameras distributed all around Great Britain. That is one camera for every 14 citizens. In 2011, the US government seized the personal cell phone records of 1.3 million of its citizens. There are 1,200 of us in here today. 4 of us have been monitored.
Yeah, I don't know where I sit with this.
Well, I've just checked. Basically, Eric Garner was killed in 2014. Not that he was the first black man, but that was basically the start of all the Black Lives Matter stuff.
Like a really high profile.
Again, not that it didn't happen before. Clearly, it did.
Yeah.
But it was, I guess, viewed differently at that point.
Security comes at a high price.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about this guy standing on stage?
Freedom.
using this
sell
to
a
sell.
product. Yeah. It's strange now looking at it in 2020.
Picture how things would change, how the world would react if a handful of people suddenly developed superhuman abilities, capable of unleashing.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
but he started that first line about police stuff. Then they quickly went into like privacy and security data and stuff.
No, but even all that
What
stuff,
about
it's
superheroes?
X-ray scanner or even a search
that's
completely undetectable.
It's that kind of like
live in a
the world's really shit now.
Picture how
so
things would change.
pretend to be a superhero in our game.
Any of us have over our own lives, and which of us have the courage?
Excuse me.
To fight to get our freedoms back.
Oh, we rehearsed that little pause.
Yeah,
didn't we?
it's that
it's all secret,
Right. Sucker Punch's latest game, exclusive for the PlayStation 4.
This was good though. This was a good launch game. Because it looked good. It was relatively okay. It wasn't one of the best games I'd ever played, but visually it looked stunning. No, tell a lie. This was good. This was a good game.
I never played it. It's Infamous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked alright, but it didn't do much for me.
I mean, visually it was fucking stunning at the time.
It's another
Easily
one
the best
got
game I'd seen.
on PlayStation Plus, but I've never played it. In fact, actually, I found out Tearaway. I already own it because it was on PS Plus, and I should probably play that.
You've got any more like that, James?
What the hell? How many do you want, Matt?
No more.
Really? I don't know, the conference is pretty boring. Thought we could keep going.
It's just getting good.
But we could jazz it up by going through James's game library.
Yeah.
Games I've got but haven't played.
Check in B5, B5.
Over there. Cover me.
I did like this game. This is bringing it all back, baby.
What was that game on Xbox which was this came out and another game came out with it had red hands?
Prototype.
Yeah, it's mad that those two games come out.
Yeah, Prototype. I prefer Prototype to the original Infamous, definitely.
Yeah, Prototype was good.
And then Prototype 2 was rubbish, and Second Son was a lot better.
Yeah, I think so. But there was already an Infamous 2 before Second Son.
What was there?
Yeah. Yeah, Dead Pete Punk's got it.
He knows. He knows.
In control.
I like that game.
Love rock and roll.
It probably doesn't hold up because it was a launch game, but it was it was good for the time.
Thanks, Nate. And I'm pretty sure he's just won the
Thanks, Nate.
Suite for the coolest game introduction of the night there. And thanks to all the guys for introducing
Brian Cox,
three already amazing-looking games that not only look fantastic, but allow a depth of gameplay.
Just pop a pizza in the oven.
Can I get some crisps?
It does look. This guy does look like should be on the One Show, doing one of those street things about how wine is made.
He would be great with Alex Jones.
But sometimes
it looks a bit like Michael Portillo.
Things that are surprising.
He looks a bit like Brian Cox
there,
with short hair.
Things that can help
such a short amount of time.
Embrace the unexpected.
Crisps review.
Go on, Sean. Get some crisps.
Like, yeah, this is a bag of mini cheddars. They're
highly innovative and
we 7 billion crisps a year. But how are they made? I've come to the local crisp factory to find out.
I come to Walker's, Tennessee.
You see a hairnet, one of those white cloaks on, and just standing next to someone doing this. I suppose that's how you get the salt and vinegar flavour.
It might sound strange, but crisps are actually made out of potatoes.
Potatoes. Exactly the same joke.
To provide the most open console to enable small.
Don't worry, I'm already sorted.
Welcoming on stage the creator of the captivating and critically acclaimed Braid to introduce his
hello.
Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Yes, mate. Witness the fitness.
Business has picked up.
Jonathan
Is this where he made the joke about explosions and shit?
Oh, I think it might be.
Oh, please.
No, I don't think. I think he did that at E3.
That was E3, yeah.
Ah, shit.
I really don't know what I'm going to do to follow up after all those explosions, but...
No! Oh, he fucking got everyone! Everyone else who's just showed a game in this show has just died because of that.
Called The Witness for 3.5
James, do you remember? Sean, do you remember when I used to like really go into one about disliking this guy and used to defend him? Come on!
It's a game about epiphany.
It's just unnecessary, isn't it?
It's just totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
This conference, when he said that, that was what caused me for him to block me on Twitter because I kept on sending him those Gears of games.
No, it wasn't. It was years later when you constantly sent him emails about his thoughts on Gears of War.
No, I sent him a bunch of Twitter messages about it, and it was after because I thought he was a prick.
So what you're saying is he blocked you because you were harassing him, James. That's what.
I just wanted to know what he thought about chainsaws and stuff.
Fucking monster.
But in The Witness, we take this aha substance.
But he did say Shooty Bang Bang at E3. That was Explosions, right?
And in doing so,
Didn't he say Shooty Bang Bang or am I?
No, I think Shooty Bangs was me. I mean, obviously I didn't make it up, but it was.
The Witness takes place in an open world.
Sean used to say Shooty Bang
wherever
Bang.
you want to.
So, well, The Witness was amazing. What has he done since then?
Games in open worlds try to make them
nothing.
as big as possible.
So far. I assume he's working on something.
Impressed by the sheer.
The thing is, The Witness is amazing.
In The Witness, we're
really
trying to
good.
make the world as
The Witness is so good, yeah.
so that you have a very dense experience.
He's made two
best use of your time.
highly rated games. We need
Wherever
another.
you're standing in this open world, there are 3 or 4.
Oh, didn't he say he was quitting? He was quitting game development or
Seconds of
something.
walking.
Are you thinking of Phil Fish?
New
I'm
things
definitely the Phil
around
Fish.
every corner.
You think of Cliffy B?
Are you thinking of Don Matrick?
Shigeru Miyamoto.
So that they seem long. But in
You
this
thinking of Peter Molyneux?
Think about Reggie Fils-Me.
Now, it's a puzzle game, but the puzzles aren't just art.
Yeah, that'll do.
They don't exist just to be puzzles for you to solve.
Think about
Every puzzle has an idea inside it. And on the design side, we work very, very hard to
He's making a puzzle game.
in a non-verbal way.
Surprise!
What's the puzzle game called? Tears.
Even with this focus,
So apparently it's based or inspired by Sokoban, which is a
hours of gameplay,
Japanese
unique
puzzle game.
everyone bringing you something different.
So, was that his new
In
game?
the release
Yeah, his new game, yeah.
PlayStation 4.
Well, when's it out? When's it coming? What's the deal?
So this was an article from 2018 where he showed it off at he did a talk on it.
Really all in your mind, much more so than on the
So-
screen, anyway.
Stadia
But
exclusive.
nevertheless, tonight we've put together our first official trailer.
God, yeah, The Witness was 2016.
Let's roll the
Jesus Christ.
credits.
Been
But
a
it was
while.
God. Oh, it just
I love that. This will be clear.
winds me right up.
I know,
great
but
game.
his games are really good, unfortunately.
You know that thing that you like, yeah? I don't. Right?
It's actually
James, who would
shit.
you rather be stuck in a lift with, David Cage or Jonathan Blow?
Good question.
That's a toughie.
It's a very
I feel like I
difficult
need a
question.
third to sort of really flesh it out, but let's start with them two.
Probably David Cage. I mean,
Really?
I just find. I'm sorry, Sean.
After
I just
that
find
fan
Jonathan
thing.
No,
Blow
I'm not. I'm not personally upset by your answer.
Hello,
I'm
my
just.
professor, the lift is broken.
Okay, put
I
it
just
this
thought
way,
it's-
though. Put it this way, a little bit different. If
Who'd you
we
rather
could
bang?
arrange an hour-long face-to-face interview with one of those two, who would you choose?
David Cage, absolutely.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Brilliant.
That's too obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Why would you want to talk to Jonathan Blow? He's just.
Good point. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I would, actually. So. shut up.
Fair enough. Fair enough. This game turned out to be critically acclaimed, and
Yeah,
people really loved
so
it and
good.
everything.
So good.
But
Based off this.
look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not a game for trailers.
No,
but
it's really not.
As an experience, holy shit.
An experience. You went on bloody Game Facts throughout the fucking thing, man.
I didn't finish it.
Yeah. Oh, did you not finish it?
I think maybe Battlefield came out at that point. But
Did you get to the environmental stuff at least?
Oh yeah, well that's really early on. Yeah, like where you see like the horizon and stuff, and that helps you. Yeah. It's so good. I loved the vibe.
No,
I loved
wait,
the
no,
mystery.
that's not the environment. That's not the environmental stuff.
Yeah. So Dave means the puzzles that are built into the environment.
Oh, maybe not in there.
Like as in where you draw the lines, which I thought was such a great idea.
Yeah, no, when I heard that, I thought, wow, that's fucking brilliant.
You see, because I didn't have it spoiled for me.
Thanks,
I just
Jonathan.
did it
Wonderful.
Yeah,
one day,
worked
and I was
out,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, it fucking works.
What other event would show you a game like the visceral and action-packed Killzone, followed by the mesmerising and thought-provoking Witness? And speaking of Killzone, At the end of the playthrough you saw earlier, Stephen hit the new share button and uploaded it directly to the Killzone Facebook.
5 minutes,
So
boys.
as soon as we're done here, please.
That is the longest 15 minutes I think I've ever experienced in my life. And I've been locked down with 2 kids.
But a glimpse of the future.
I might actually go and get some crisps. Is that really unprofessional?
Just get them, Sean.
As
but
opposed
mute
to the
yourself
rest of this stream, which has
Just
been...
an early glimpse into that.
Yeah, but mute yourself when you're conscious, you know what I mean?
Why?
I know I'm going to close mic it. Right, won't be a sec.
I mean, Sean's worried about professionalism in a stream where James has been buying a phone clip and Sean's been showing downloaded picture of David Cage. We're way past that, Sean.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, fuck! Oh, I can't miss this!
God!
Everyone salute.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Oh my God.
When people ask me, what is the feature you want the most on future hardware platforms?
Emotion.
My answer is always the same. Emotion.
He actually said it. I said it as a joke.
It's like Family Fortunes.
Players forget that
Have we got emotion?
animating
Ding.
pixels.
Oh, man.
We don't want them just to watch something. We
Pixels,
want them to
screen.
read it and suspend their disbelief, experiencing that magic moment, whether in a different reality. Emotion is something complex and challenging to capture. It's conveyed by graphics, animation, sound, cinematography, dialogue, of course, gameplay.
Fucking asshole.
Ours, technology is
Great
very
glasses.
important. It is what we rely on to get the player emotionally involved.
That is still the most fun I've ever had with the stream, though.
Some films were highly emotional while being silent and in black and white.
It was just
But they were
constant
limited in their expression to simple
thing after
stories
thing.
that had to be told under heavy technical constraints. Actors had to exaggerate their moves to convey their emotions. Cameras could hardly move, and lighting as well as photography were barely concepts at the time. Cinema really became what it is today when technology evolved enough to let movie directors and actors create the subtle emotions they wanted on screen. Eventually, they developed sound, color, lighting, and higher resolution formats, and suddenly, the audience could see in the eyes of the actors when they were lying or when they were about to cry. Pantomimes were not
You
necessarily...
also see that in the eyes of the presenters on stage at video game events.
With the PlayStation 4, games have now finally reached that stage. In 1999, Quantic Dream's first game, Omicron, featured characters with 350 polygons.
You've still got to play that, James. One day.
Prophecies
It's got to happen. Look at that guy. You're saying you don't want to be him?
Heavy Rain's character were about 15,000. Chara at 20,000. This year, Jodie...
I can't look at graphs in the same way anymore. That's serious. I'm not making a joke.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, it makes...
On
it just
PlayStation
makes
4,
me...
this is what you can get.
This handsome fella.
Quantic Dream has developed a completely new engine. What you see is running in real-time 3D on a PlayStation 4. It is our first attempt at using advanced skin shaders with translucency, realistic eyes shaders.
I mean, they bettered that. Usually this stuff is wildly, like, overdone, isn't it? But they've bettered that.
Reserved.
Why is the light behind the guy?
This is the
Like,
quality that we will get in
so
our
is his
future
face, for
games.
fuck's sake.
So I think his face doesn't look that great, Sean.
But more important,
Oh no, they've lined it up, and that's why. That is why.
Point where you can see very subtle emotions on the face of a character, where you can
I
feel
mean,
his
the gun
emotions
looks too
just
bad, I'm
looking at
joking,
his
but
face.
I still
It's
think
more in
some
the
of the
animation
characters,
than
the
the-
facial animations in
When you look at this old
The Last of
man,
Us,
you
I
can
think.
imagine who he is, what he thinks, what happened to
Although
him.
to be fair, this is on the original
Without him
PS4
saying
rather than the Pro, so.
With the PlayStation
And we all
4
know that the Pro is
forget about the
slightly better than the
It's a
PS4.
huge
so-
leap forward, actually.
Experiences never seen before.
It almost does 4K.
Concentrate on what amazing stories you want to tell. And what
It
incredible
pretends to
worlds
do
you want
4K.
My telly certainly thinks it's been given a 4K
Make
signal.
you feel emotions you have never felt in real life without having to wonder if we will have the horsepower to do so. We are now only limited by our imagination.
And yet you still keep making the same shitty games, don't you, David? Who's this in his
David,
sneakers? Ah, it's Media
he's gonna
Molecule.
have a copy of that skin shader. But I mean, seriously, it's just amazing
Also,
to be
what?
able to get that emotion in the eyes. It's really
No, but seriously, enough with the jokes, guys. Enough with the jokes.
Seriously, try to finish.
And to just give a little insight into our creative process over the last few years at our studio. And you know, when we first heard about the PlayStation 4, we began thinking, what can we do to turn creative gaming and take it to the next level? Because that's what Media Molecule was founded to do. It was to use this amazing device to bring the creativity of every PlayStation user to the fore. And creativity takes many forms these days, whether it's taking a picture, cosplaying as Kratos, or 3D printing a customized character.
That's something that Matt actually is.
And with the internet, you can reach millions of people. So,
but should you?
Is everywhere, but it can feel
did they?
And so we thought,
I didn't even describe them as people.
And we realized there's a simple way of thinking about all of this. What we wanted to do was let you record your dreams. Think about that for a second. Record your dreams. You see, the PlayStation 4 for us at Media Molecule should be the creative console. It's the place you go to be inspired. It's the place you go to experience other people's dreams or to make your own.
Yes, Matt, we know that's what they called their next game. It's fine.
Was how.
So clever.
How people create.
I mean, would you really want to record your dreams? I don't think I would.
Nope. Oh, some of them would. Definitely.
Few and far between, though, aren't they? The hits.
UV mapping.
You know,
the bane of my life, and the artist I've worked with for many years. I call it the tyranny of the polygon. And so we asked ourselves, how could PlayStation 4 change this? How could the insane
It'd be a bit embarrassing if it got leaked, though.
Deliver?
Yeah.
How can we sweep away the techie mess?
Because you'd be like, well, yeah, it's not like I control what I dream, though, is it? It's like, yeah, you control what you record. Control what you put in the archives.
Control what you hit. Control all.
There's an editing process there.
User interfaces, touch interfaces. Basically, we tried everything, and it got more and more complicated, more and more space age. It just did not feel like recording dreams at all. And then we discovered that the single most powerful, accurate, and precise tool for 3D creation was right.
It'd be wicked if you went, PS4, you can actually record your dreams. Let's go! And then he pulls out this big helmet thing, puts it on, and goes, ah! And then it zaps him, and he falls down. And someone drags him off stage.
And just there's a little like dot matrix print that starts going, and it's just a picture of a naked woman on it, and that's it.
Yeah. And then Mark Cerny comes out with a top hat and cake.
This was a tool. We've been using it for a while now. Once we stopped.
Do you think we might be bored, Dave?
Memory budgets, schedules, pixels, technology, and we just started doodling, just sketching. Put that at the heart of our creative process. A really lovely thing happened. We started having real fun, making, collaborating.
A really lovely thing happened. Half the people in the office just drew dicks.
At any time, that inspiration strikes and goes somewhere even cooler.
And it was hilarious to be
just like dicks like walking around in the background.
Except that you can reach in at any time and change and shape it to whatever's in your head. Behind me, you can see a time-lapse of one of our sculpts playing back literally as it was made, because we record every single move that you make.
When does the Destiny 2 stuff start happening? Or sorry, Destiny stuff?
Before we knew it at Media Molecule,
how far in are we?
Imagine this
it's not telling me.
tiny staff.
Do you remember when I said 15 minutes, like 45 minutes,
every
right?
Single one of these was made entirely
That was 8 minutes ago.
And it's a kind of
Fuck off.
You're able to put
I'm
down
getting
your
some
ideas
crisps
as fast
back
as you
in a
can
minute.
think of them. It's this combination of the PlayStation 4's power with the move's unique accuracy, which
Whose
allows
idea was this?
all of the 2D fiddly camera controls and nasty user interface.
Sean's, he's not here.
Fine,
3D
great idea.
sculpting, easy for beginners and deep for advanced creators. And if you're like me and haven't quite mastered sculpture yet, then we're going to allow you to use the creativity of all of these people to collage and create ever larger sets, game levels, stories, with the simplest.
It's amazing what they did. You can't deny that. I mean, I have no interest in it, but it's so impressive.
Of course, this isn't just.
I mean, that's Media Molecule all over, isn't it?
With PlayStation
Yeah.
4,
It's always like amazing and incredible.
They're always doing cool shit that no one's interested
whether
in.
it's music, gaming, or storytelling.
Although, you know, people do get into industry and stuff through that stuff, so that's good.
Yeah, if you're desperate to get into it and you've got ideas, it's like a
Start
perfect.
making your own thing in dreams, James.
With
I
PlayStation
don't know.
4.
It's difficult, apparently.
Put your money where your mouth is, James.
Yeah. I told you I wanted to make my own janky Sonic game.
Did you see that video I posted in the group the other day? The fan-made Sonic game.
Yeah.
It looked great, like as a trailer.
Was it as good as those ones I've been playing on Dreams, though? Do you think?
No, I mean, I think it will be. Is that Norman Reedus?
Yeah.
Hang on, is that Norman Reedus?
No, it's not. It's just man with long hair.
It really looks like Norman Reedus, though.
That was the joke.
I think it might be, man.
They're not controlling this.
David, come on. He's saying you don't believe a game demo.
Correct. Oh, it's Revy drums again.
Yeah. Surely they'd seen Nintendo do this and realised it was a bad idea.
Realised we can do better than that rubbish.
Mike's certainly coming out in a minute going,
Hello. I've got
yeah,
this
what
one.
a thing to come back to, Sean.
Yeah, I remember this.
Sean, I reckon that one of these people is Norman Reedus, but Matt thinks that it's
No,
not.
his name's Mark Healy. He used to work with Peter Molyneux at Lionhead, made Black and White.
Used to work with little name person Hideo Kojima. A little note in the game, Death Stranding.
How do you follow that? Thanks very much.
I know, Andrew. Am I right?
I don't know how I'm going to follow all those drums and guitars. I wish they put that on just before.
I think you'll agree that
They didn't tell Jonathan Blow, but they put that demo on just before Jonathan Blow. So his little explosions line goes down like a sack of shit.
the development teams that comprise worldwide studios.
Oh, it just comes out in tears because it was actually art that he's just seen. He's just like, sorry, I can't do this.
Going back to the original PlayStation with some of the most iconic and influential developers in the world. And I'm proud to announce that virtually every major third-party partner across North America, Europe, Japan, and Asia will support PlayStation 4. Today, we'll be sharing with you some amazing new titles, but we're just scratching the surface of the full roster that we'll show throughout the year. To help demonstrate this point, please join me in welcoming our first guest, Yoshinori Ono from...
We last talked about the time 4 minutes ago. What is it? It's literally slowing down.
I thought there was like 25 minutes of Destiny or something. Surely we must be at the end nearly by this point.
No, if there's 25 minutes of Destiny, that leaves
like
us
20
with another
minutes.
20 minutes of this.
So
This is Ono's all right. He's entertaining.
So, good morning, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, I mean...
Good morning.
Yeah, he's all right. Who's the Street Fighter guy?
I have really been looking forward to tonight's presentation. You have no idea how badly I wanted to tweet about it, but I persevered. It feels good to finally be able to talk about this stuff. I hope you are eager to listen as well. This event is being streamed to Japan as we speak. So we will be conducting this presentation in both Japanese and English. 日本の皆さん、おはようございます。これから日本語で僕がプレゼンテーションをさせていただきます。
I know that this is a well basic thing to say, but fucking hell, like having the balls and the confidence to go out and do a presentation like this in 2 languages.
A great deal over the years, keeping pace with PlayStation's evolving technology.
I can maybe do it in my own language.
Yeah, well, same here.
2D アニメーションからバイオハザードというタイトルで 3D に大きく変革のテクノロジーをしてきました。
The technology of the original PlayStation allowed us to move beyond the 2D sprites to which we'd grown accustomed and break new ground with IPs such as Resident Evil.
PlayStation 2の時代、DVD ロムという新しいビジネススタイル、そしてエモーションエンジンという新しいグラフィックエンジンを我々は手に入れて、新しい IP、 鬼武者シリーズとデビルメイクライを作り出してきました。
Should have got the guy who was translating for that
How many
Konami
times have they
conference.
gone through previous like history?
They do it every time, don't
Yeah,
they?
David Cage did it. This guy's doing it. We had it at the start. Matt is now in the chat.
そして PSP の時代です。今まで
Just showing Scientology just this Sonic
外
trailer.
に持ち運ぶ、そしてネットワークにつなぐ、この形で我々はモンスターハンターシリーズを生み出してきました。
The PSP allowed us, for the first time, to take our PlayStation experience out of the living room and into the world, using communication technology to bring such experience.
Okay, right. Yes or no answers. Will PlayStation make another portable, James?
そして恐怖体験のシンボルであった
David.
バイオハザードシリーズ。これを今の時代にしっかりと蘇らしたのも、プレイステーション3の技術があったからだと。
Good night, decided.
Art to the Street Fighter series.
Someone phoned Sony.
Yeah.
The progression and evolution of the Resident Evil series and the
Well, I've got to think that there will be like an evolution. There will be like a view to do something.
このプレイステーション4の時代、新しい
There's no point in creating their own hardware.
And now here we are with the announcement.
They've done it so many times and failed every time.
Yeah, but like if they could do a portable console like a Switch, handheld docking as well. If it's copying, who gives a shit? Like that's a big opportunity, and also just like the street.
Matt, have you seen the size of their next console, mate?
Good point.
プレイステーシ
I
ョ
have
ン
to go to the gym.
この新しい
You're going to need a second gym membership.
今進めています。
You're going to need a second house.
Refine this engine to ensure that it takes advantage of the incredible technology, power, and business.
But yeah, I think they're it's cyclical. I think they will do one. I don't think it's the end.
そしてそのテクノロジーを使
I
う
don't think it's worth doing now that phones exist.
ゲームデザインに
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
Well,
you're
no,
right.
no,
Not
because
even.
I think there is actually because we don't want touchscreen controls. That's why we love the Switch, and the Switch's controls aren't great. Like if there was like a PlayStation Portable that's like you can maybe you can't play PS5 games, you can play PS4 games or digital games or something. I'll be like, I'm seriously.
Matt, the Switch is so different that you can't even compare that. They're not going to go for. Imagine them trying to do a handheld console that can keep up with the capabilities of the PS5. It's not going to happen. So then what do? You think about streaming that content. And then why would you create hardware just to do that when you can just use phones?
That's a good point.
So this never happened.
Is this into Scalebound or is that different?
No, different. This is.
You don't go
this is
Council
Capcom.
2, did
Scalebound was platinum.
Oh yeah, so this got cancelled too, did it?
I don't know if it ever officially got cancelled. We just never heard of it again.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember this demo.
Because it was deep down DD. People thought maybe this was a spiritual successor to Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
Never saw anything. It might just be one of those where bits of it got used in other things. I don't know.
And maybe it's now Stigmata. Well, no. What's that Pragmata? This looks so good.
Yeah. Ben's saying he doesn't believe that this was cancelled. It's still a work in progress.
According to Wikipedia, it's an upcoming single/multiplayer co-op dungeon crawler announced by Capcom for the PlayStation 4. certainly is. No reason to suspect otherwise.
Not a coward. Well, we all know what James did. Walked out that coward door.
What?
Remember when you walked out the coward door?
What's that?
Heavy rain.
Heavy rain, yeah. There's an exit. Yeah, I don't care about my son. I'll go with the exit.
And then was surprised when he got the worst ending.
Pathetic.
Yeah, Ben. Basically, it was. I think the idea was it was meant to be halfway between Dragon's Dogma and Dark Souls, which, to be fair, I'd have been up for.
Yeah, Dragon Souls. I mean.
このディープダウン、そしてパンタレイは今目下開発中です。
So as we speak, Deep Down is being developed concurrently with the Panta-Ray engine.
このプレイステーション4という新しいアイテム、そして新しい力を使って我々は皆さんに新しいゲーム体験を体験していただきたいと思っています。
So we're hoping that the power and technology behind the PlayStation 4 will bring us all sorts of brand new experiences.
Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. Thank you.
Bye. Oh, cut the audio to the crowd there.
Thanks very much, Ono-san. Domo.
For a lot of swearing.
Footage looks remarkable and brand new IP.
Wanker! You're the wanker, mate, if anyone
Really
is.
excited by what Capcom has in the works for PlayStation 4, and we'll be sharing more later this year. Square Enix is another major partner developing for PlayStation 4.
Oh, is this?
As you know, our relationship with Square Enix dates
one of the
back
previous forms of Final Fantasy
when
15.
Final Fantasy VII appeared on the original PlayStation. Since then, our partnership has fostered some of the most innovative gameplay and rich cinematics and storylines that gamers fell in love with. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Yoshihisa Hashimoto from Square Enix to tell you more about their support for PlayStation 4.
There's definitely a bit of an accent, wasn't there, when he said motto? Definitely.
Yeah, I think he might be, if not fluent, certainly speaks a bit of Japanese. His pronunciation's
And American from earlier.
Good evening. My name is Yoshihisa Hashimoto. I'm the Chief Technology Officer of Square Enix Japan. It's a great
Square
pleasure
Enix.
to be
Oh, no,
present
sorry.
at
He only
the
looks about
announcement of the
23.
PlayStation 4.
Kids, eh?
It's a historical event for the game industry.
Bloody millennials.
I'm truly honored to be allowed to give a
Lovely Gen
demonstration
Xers.
The CEO of, mate.
Today's demo isn't a game, but rather a real-time...
So they haven't shown the console at this point, no?
No, they haven't, no.
No.
So yeah, I remember this was this famous, or then famous real-time demo that wasn't actually a game, but just...
Square Enix state-of-the-art
Yeah, it was supposed to show off the tech. And to be fair, it got circulated a lot.
It will give you a taste of the game experiences that will become possible with the next-gen...
Right, let's see how accurate this is.
PlayStation
Yeah, it's
4.
going to be interesting, this.
But just like that epic demo we've seen recently, it won't look that good because, you know, this is free from constraints. Or
Say that, but the epic demo they put out for this gen, the games look way better than that.
I mean, that epic demo looks incredible, but again, there was...
Okay, hold on.
Look at that. That's alright.
Yeah, it doesn't look far off from what we got.
I remember this was like mind blowing at the time. That guy's beard. You could smell it.
Yeah, I mean this doesn't look too
Yeah, that looks
ridiculous.
like Fallen Order style graphics.
Particles.
Why have they all the graphics been like concentrating on veins in necks and stuff?
That was all that was left. The only place left to go with graphics. Get them veins in.
Do you reckon that, for the next gen they're going to show like clips where they've got a little bit of that white stuff at the end? Like,
Or
even
like
across-
sleep in the eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
a
an
string of
eyelash.
saliva every now and then that you get between your lips.
Or like you'll see someone's hand and you can see the wicks, you know, next to the nails.
Yeah. You can tell whether they bite their nails or not.
Yeah.
We can see James's penis. Got him!
If that was the case, I'd be getting a PS5. The one BB.
600 quid.
Oh, can't see that.
James, do you feel like contributing at any point?
No, it's not at the moment, no. Enjoying the banter.
Just keep us updated when you want to.
Oh,
Hey, it's Last Guardian.
Yeah. That's the last Coke.
Thought David Cage nicked that. I've seen stuff like that on Facebook. Matt knows the video's on.
Yeah.
Empty bottle of Coke, right? Empty bottle of Coke. Full bottle of Coke. Like and subscribe, guys. The ones that really do my nut in are the ones that where they go up to homeless people with like a jar, an empty jar, and they go, "Oh, just keep checking the jar. Now it's full of quarters. You can keep that. Aren't I great?"
Yeah.
Bye.
Where am I cash this in, you twat?
Everyone's just gonna have a go. Hooray, she's alive. I did quite like the sort of gruesome representation of, you know, like obviously JRPGs, you use a health potion and restore your health. Whereas because she'd been shot, it was actually like she drank it and it's like spitting this bullet out of her arm and stuff.
Yeah, that's nice, yeah.
This is hard to compare to games that we actually got, mainly because that just looked like a cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is the level of quality that Square Enix is targeting for our next generation titles. The PlayStation 4 is a multifunctional, incredibly powerful gaming platform. Its CPU and GPU processing power are extremely high. And it has massive amount of memory and even has wonderful social features. And
quite enjoy the absolute lack of statistics here. It's got
just
it's
very
dead fast, it's got
It's
loads
great.
of RAM.
Mm.
Don't ask
Eat
me how
that,
much, but it's
Digital
loads.
Foundry.
Thanks to the PlayStation 4, the possibilities of gameplay experiences have been greatly expanded, and players will be enthralled by the new generation of gameplay that will appear on the PlayStation 4. So my part is ending.
Ben's put, is James alright? Deadbeat Punk put, bored and tired, I would guess. James?
Yeah, pretty much.
The thing is, we're all that, James. We're just trying to make our own fun. You know?
Go push through it.
Sound like a dad on a bank holiday, Sean.
Make lemonade, mate. Come on.
The last day of
Good morning.
a Haven's holiday.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shinji Hashimoto. I am the brand director
Barely see him, look.
Final Fantasy at Square
Nice suit.
Mm.
Nice watch.
So
I am
cannot
not
see the
bothered
suit,
with
man.
your success.
Blending in.
Okay, today I just have one
The
thing
putting
to
the
say
mic there is a shame because it ruins the
on the
silhouette of the
occasion
tie.
of this presentation by Yoshihisa of the Luminous engine.
Alright.
And the announcement.
And to be fair, Luminous Engine's still in use. That was that, you know, that project Athia. Was it Athia? It was.
Yeah.
We saw it at the PS5
Really?
thing. I think so, yeah.
Announced that we are
I thought that was unreal. That's crazy.
development of a Final Fantasy.
Just quietly check. And if I'm wrong, I won't say anything.
E3 this year. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Right, so he's saying Final Fantasy, we're going to show that at E3. Fine.
Thinking about bug snacks.
Thank you, Hashimoto-san. The Luminous Studio demo running on PS4 further demonstrates the system's graphics and computational power.
Right, we're getting there now,
I would
people.
now
We're
like
getting
to
to the end
welcome
of
a
this
very
now.
special partner and a personal friend. Over the years, Ubisoft has become an extension of the PlayStation family, and their support for our platforms has produced hit after hit. The Ubisoft team is truly pioneering a lot of next-gen and I'm very excited by what they have to share.
He is a personal friend of mine.
Please welcome
Yeah.
Ubisoft
He does a
co-founder
test.
and CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Oh, it's Big Eve.
How is Mrs. Guillermo? She left you there.
I ask you all a question.
I like this
Who
guy.
really controls our cities
So I found one
and our lives?
a blog, PlayStationLifestyle.net. That has
Oh, it's
also-
not ILoveJapaneseGames.com.
that has also guessed that it runs on the Luminous engine. So that's it, proof.
That's yeah,
Next
confirmed.
generation games.
Locked in.
I would say check Eurogamer, but don't check IGN.
They've been a bit, yeah.
Ever
Eurogamer have been a bit flaky.
Ubisoft development teams have been hard at work with the PlayStation 4 to make gaming experiences that are more connected, more
And
immersive.
we thought, fuck all that, here's a Rabbids game.
We are creating games that will be played anywhere, anytime, across many different devices. Games that will bring friends and gaming communities closer together and let you collaborate to achieve amazing things.
No, I swear this is exactly the same stuff as he said when Stadia or the Stadia one.
amazing scenes.
He's actually just like a really sophisticated mannequin.
And we are using the
Just push a button on his back and he
you
just
hear that?
in power,
What?
graphics.
Did he just say amazing scenes?
Deeper,
Probably.
richer.
Don't ask Matt that because he'll rewind it.
Almost 100%. He said we will be creating amazing scenes.
If you want to check, we can do that, but we don't want to check. Fine.
Millions
The chat will let us
new
know.
customers. Now, to give you an example of the kind of connected, immersive, and interactive experience,
Just switch out the word
Please
PS4
welcome
for Stadia,
Jonathan
and
Moran
it's
to
exactly
tell
the
you
same
more
thing
about
as he said.
Watch Dogs.
Oh, was this the first viewing of Watch Dogs?
I think
Yeah, that was E3, wasn't it?
Was it?
Hello, everyone.
Maybe not. Maybe it was here.
On stage to talk about Watch Dogs.
They're back on stage, right? So we must have.
Okay. So there's already been it, yeah.
It started with computers, mobile
What
devices.
the fuck has happened to the latest Watch Dogs?
We all
Legion.
It looked great, but we've heard nothing for months. So
Well, they announced that they were delaying everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
But like, you think they'd try and keep up the buzz?
I really thought that would be at least a next gen launch thing, but I guess next year now.
This year, is it?
It's
It's
like
going to be
the
next year.
dens in it.
solve complex problems.
It'll probably end up being like March next year or whatever.
Yeah.
War against
Yeah,
crime.
Just
they'll
before
probably
the end of
start it
financial
out the end of the financial year, won't they?
In Watch Dogs,
We already know football's in this, like in Legion.
we
Is it?
filmed this at last
Yeah,
year.
yeah. They've got replica, sort of rip-off Chelsea shirts up in pubs and
I
stuff.
want you all to
We've seen that, but we don't know if there's a football stadium in it. There must be, and
Yeah, there will be. If they're modelling the rest of it,
it's got to be the den, in it? It's got to be the den.
I think they'll probably have a couple to focus on, probably.
Yeah,
So.
but the den is the closest club to central London.
Yeah, they'll probably just switch it out for.
They just put a block of
Put
flats
like a
up.
nice park in or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't blame them. You'd think I'd be offended. Nah.
So you're now going to enjoy a full-blown new live demo that will show you that
Right, so this is a live demo. Right, okay. Was this when the red flag started?
Thanks to Nick to
Maybe.
perform.
No, this wasn't. I'm sure I've seen this, and it still looks incredible.
Alright, I think it probably did at the time, yeah. Cole Dawson was confirmed
Sorry,
he did
go
the same thing.
Brilliant.
Pierce has been identified as the man responsible.
Lovely old job.
Now, that now looks strangely flat, doesn't it? Like the lighting and stuff.
Like somewhere it must have skipped a beat.
Yeah, it does a bit, yeah.
People haven't changed.
I liked this game. I thought it was quite good.
Did you ever play the second one?
And once you
The second one was even better.
Yeah, see, I played like a sort of couple of hours of the second one and was like, oh no, because I hated the first one, didn't get on with it at all. But the second one I really got on with and then didn't play any more of it because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, the second one was really great.
Yeah, I
Really
played
enjoyed
the
that.
second
This was
one
fine.
when it was suddenly free on the Brazilian Xbox store. Do you remember that,
Oh,
Dave?
God, yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I've got Watch Dogs 2 downloading!
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I played a bit and then obviously they pulled it.
Oh, so did that retroactively remove it from your account?
Yeah, because loads of people like myself like downloaded it for free, started playing it, and it's suddenly gone.
Hold on. Is this the original demo? I don't think it is. The original
No,
demo.
the
wasn't
original
right.
demo. This is already downgraded at this point, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it was because we didn't have those wind effects that they were showing at the start of this demo.
What fact would it produce about each of us if we got scanned by his magic phone?
Mug.
So what are the facts normally like? Monetary.
How much money they had?
But there's always like
how
a
much they were worth.
two-word thing. So like one guy was like Iraq war veteran. There you go. Recently evicted.
Okay, right, yeah.
Potential victim.
Yeah, like a Millwall fan, skin,
Cool podcaster.
bit of a dick.
World's coolest dad.
Slightly annoying.
A real rad dude.
Sean's just swears too much.
A potty mouth.
Potty mouth.
He says that twice.
Well, I'm not hacking this guy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He might say bloody.
You think you're so special, huh?
Fuck off!
Sorry, mate. You're about to get shot by the watchdogs.
Just fuck off and it runs off.
911, please state your emergency. Please, you have to get the cops out here. This man
But Watch Dogs Legion at E3 a couple of years ago looked so good, so I'm actually quite interested in that. I do worry that Last of Us 2 has already affected how I perceive games.
Oh, shut up.
I saw that Avengers one today and it already looked different. I was like,
I don't know, because I thought this when I first played LA Noire, and I was like, well, that's it now. With that facial scanning technology, that's got to be the standard from now on. Everything else is going to look shit. And the next game I played, I was like, that's fine.
yeah, I think it's different now.
Oh, Matt, don't stop going into that bullshit. I hate that.
No,
this
but
has ruined all games for me.
I was like, doesn't feel the same.
You alright, James? How you holding up, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm enjoying this demo. It's a good demo.
I will have you know that when we started, this is a 2 hour, 5 minute show. We were promised by Sean that there was 25 minutes worth of Destiny at the end.
20-ish.
There's only 15 minutes left.
Yeah, no, basically there's 15 of Destiny. It'll end very soon.
No, we're already past the 15. And they've not shown the console yet. Did they not show it till E3?
I thought they definitely showed it in this one. I thought when I was scanning round, I thought we definitely... Oh, I'll see in a bit.
Oh, this has got...
Fucking hell, if we watched all this and it isn't the reveal of the PS4...
What was the title of the video again?
No, Sean, don't look, because I just want to discover to see if you've completely fucked it or not.
But no, hang on, slow down, because I didn't give you the link.
Oh,
Matt did the link, not me.
Yeah, this is the PlayStation 4 unveiling.
Well, if
is it though,
we don't
Matt?
see the console, it isn't.
I mean, that's what they call it. It's a PlayStation 4 announcement.
There's a difference between announcement and unveiling.
Announcement, unveiling, comes out. You know.
Watch Dogs on PlayStation 4 will be an amazing experience, and we have much more to share with you later this year. There's another partner I'd like to invite on stage tonight to help illustrate the tremendous support we have for PlayStation 4.
Yeah, this is Blizzard.
This iconic developer is known for making some of the most immersive and creative games anywhere. And this is not only the first time they've been on stage for PlayStation, but the first time they've been on stage for any console.
Are we not going to see the console? Have we completely fucked it?
We're definitely not going to see it. I don't think it was in this one.
Blizzard Entertainment.
Nah.
Chris Metzen.
Didn't expect it.
2.5 hours and we haven't even...
I wasn't expecting to see the console. This is just like the big PlayStation thing for E3.
Good evening. How are y'all doing?
It was supposed to be PlayStation reveal because we've just watched the next...
Many of you are probably wondering why...
So I'm just going to look up the one...
School PC game developer is kind of crashing...
We're not watching another one, Sean.
Yeah, let's cue it up now, Sean. Let's go.
Share with you all that...
They'll never notice.
have entered into a strategic partnership through which we will take over the world.
Yeah, it's a different one, Matt.
Well, what's the one on the console?
So the reason I said E3 2013 is because the one I thought we were watching was from E3 2013.
Oh, right, okay, well, we'll do it next time.
As a console game development.
Oh, we won't.
We cut our teeth making games like Lost Vikings, Rock and Roll Racing.
Look, it's been a great show. We can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, to everyone that's turned up to watch this live, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Very, very.
You know, I'll be the first to admit that I've let go of the reins a little bit
we've really played on
recently, and well, look at where we are.
I think this is valid watching. I'm happy to watch.
I think you're saying that because you were the one that fucked up.
Fucked up.
So hang on, there's not even going to be a Destiny bit at the end, which lasts to get rid of the rest of it. It's just purely going to run up over 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. This
Matt
is.
picked the wrong video.
This is
That's
Destiny,
what's happened. Matt picked the wrong video.
Matt, was this some plot to make us watch something that was 2 hours long?
Yes.
Ease of use.
I don't believe it. I don't believe we've sat through 2 hours of this.
In partnership.
It's not even the right one.
Fucking
right,
hell.
so what is the title of this video?
Blizzard Entertainment.
To be fair, it does say PlayStation 4 announcement live stream.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Let's not be fair though, Sean.
No, I think it should be fair. Look, we've all had a great time. It's not
I don't give a shit about Diablo 3. What did we do?
Diablo 3 will be available for the PlayStation 4 as
Dave, you
well.
can't be angry. It's been a great show.
Actually, right now we have a version running on the PS3. It's amazing. It runs well. It looks great.
James could have watched Wall-E.
He was never going to do that.
James is on his phone.
I could have played The Last of Us.
James is
which would have been
texting
nice.
his wife saying Matt's picked the wrong fucking video.
Oh yeah. So
have played on the PC side.
Hold on, Deadbeat Punk, how are you playing The Last of Us 2 while watching this at the same time? That just seems like...
It's not, is he? He just was implying James could have played Last of Us.
4-player co-op mode that's full screen.
No, and then he put ... like I am.
Split screen shenanigans. If one of the group decides to run back to town, it's just kind of a.
There's still another 10 minutes of this to go.
Well, no, we can end this.
Best friends on a couch.
Yeah,
it's not even
just stop.
Wait, just skim forward then.
Yeah, just see what else is in it.
Translate some
See
of
if
our
there was
gameplay
any.
experience from.
Oh
big
bloody
shit.
hell! The other one looked well good as well.
Yep.
Nah.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I hadn't noticed. So the other one does end with Destiny. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know, because you
Sure
picked
does.
the wrong video. How are you just catching up now?
Well, I thought this was the video.
I believe at PAX East.
I wasn't
You
aware there's
picked
no
the wrong
link.
video.
I wasn't aware there's another link.
Show you how this thing looks. It's just been amazing to watch it come together.
Did you send him the actual link, Sean?
No.
I'll keep
So
it
that's
short
where the
and
communication is
sweet.
broken down.
So you're part of that
Very
then?
excited about our partnership with Sony.
I mean, I
and what
just
the future
assumed
has
Matt
in
was
store
going
for us. Hopefully that's.
pick the right.
Well, I googled PS4 announcement. I was like, here we go, done.
We appreciate the time being here and just to be here for this amazing event tonight.
Well, I'm looking forward to
Well, I
watching
mean, Wednesday's show's going to be special.
Across the dark
I think
I
Old
did
Date might
put
have
the
to come
link
back for a bit.
Great night.
in the chat
Oh, did you? Okay.
on the 18th of June. So don't blame me for not digging that out.
I just googled PS4 announcement. This came up.
Now, there's one more partner I'd like to invite on stage tonight.
One more
This
partner, guys.
publisher
Come on.
is known for making not just some of the biggest video games,
James, how you holding up,
but
mate?
some of the biggest entertainment franchises in any
James.
It's 11 o'clock, isn't it? I mean, it's 11 o'clock, and we've
Certainly
watched
is.
a crap conference which had, like, Mark Cerny
my pleasure
talking
to
for,
welcome
what,
to the
about
stage
45
the
minutes?
CEO of
Like, at the beginning.
Eric Hirschberg.
This was terrible, honestly. This is the worst one that we've watched.
I don't think so. I think there's been worse Sony ones.
Thanks, Andy.
Matt, you really are trying to
Thank you,
save
Andy,
yourself
for-
here, aren't you?
Of course, we couldn't do what we do without companies
Oh,
What's-
that's a
what's
shame though. I do
Hirschberg
want to
got
watch the other
for
one
us?
now.
PS4.
Yeah, so do I.
Interactive entertainment into the living rooms
No,
of
you don't.
hundreds of millions of people around the world.
Can we just skip forward and see what this is
Every
going to
single
be?
one of Sony's platforms, and has created some of the most iconic hits on each and every one of them. And our commitment to the PS4.
I can't believe we've been
would
tricked
be no
into
different.
watching 2 hours of this.
PS4
Adam.
with multiple blockbuster titles from our best developers. During the
Admittedly,
launch.
all the communication
Looking
was
forward to
like,
sharing more
it's
with
the
you in
unveiling in,
months.
2015. I
tell
didn't
you,
say
though,
E3. I
today
wasn't aware it was an
is that
E3
our
thing.
developers and our technology teams are uniformly really excited about how Sony is approaching the PS4.
There's no excuses.
We're bringing the next generation of
I think
great
I'm fine with it.
to the next
It's a great
gaming
show.
It's not about what you think about it,
There is
Matt.
one
It's
developer
about the people whose lives you've ruined.
who we from the PlayStation Nation for too long now. And we thought,
Christ.
what
James would have been falling asleep if this was the main one anyway, so it doesn't
No,
matter.
if this was the one we wanted, we'd already be gone, Matt. This should have been over 20 minutes ago.
Mark it up as the PlayStation 4 reveal.
And of course, I'm talking about the one and only Bungie.
I said PlayStation 4 announcement, which it is.
Bungie, guys. Big
See, it does end with
In
Destiny.
Seattle, we gave the
Yeah, but
world its
not
first glimpse into our ambitious 10-year project together.
See, I admit, I fucked up with
Jason
not
Jones,
researching
visionary
for Steve
developer,
Charlton. That was bad.
co-founder of
But that
Bungie
didn't
and
cost
project
us 2
director
hours of
Destiny.
my life.
To say a few
Okay,
words
that's fine,
why he's
but shut the
excited
fuck
to
up,
bring
James.
Nothing to do with it.
a few more glimpses of in-engine footage here tonight. for the
James?
first time. Take a
What?
look.
Shut the fuck up.
Why?
Hey everybody, it's great to be here.
Never mind.
I want to tell you a little bit about what Bungie's been doing.
Yes, James. Has the penny dropped yet?
What
Nope.
next? What's
It'll drop after the
Yeah.
live stream that goes onto YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's
that you know and
sake.
love so well? The first thing you see And our answer is Destiny.
Let's just carry on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
FPS.
I mean, you've really embarrassed yourself, James. That's the biggest mistake of the night.
No.
No, it's not definitely, mate, no, definitely. You've ruined my evening, James, in a way. 2 hours a mile before I get back, you twat.
And we focused from the beginning, not just on the great competitive experience the players.
This is great. Actually, I have quite enjoyed tonight.
With your friends was going to blow your mind.
2 bollocks dropped tonight. Says Scrub.
Full set.
And we can't wait to see what PlayStation fans do when they set foot in our world for the first time.
I love that. We can't wait to see what PlayStation users do when they set foot in our world. Yeah, they'll figure out that there's a cave they can just shoot in endlessly and get loads of loot.
Definitely. They will, they'll cheese every major boss. For sure. What's the cheese for this boss? Do you remember that? The first year of Destiny? That was the first one. What's the cheese for this one? Oh, you just stand behind that block.
Yeah, there's a bit here where he just kind of doesn't see you. So just stand there.
Just shoot for 45 minutes.
The one with the portal glass where you could just literally push him off the edge of the platform.
From him again in 2025.
Great console.
Destiny.
That's my favourite thing, and that's a short note because I know it does wind him up.
It's something we're put a lot
of
the PC stuff. Resources behind. We're very excited to bring it to the PlayStation 4, and to tell you a little bit more about it. It's now my pleasure to introduce some of the key leaders at Bungie.
You're right, though, Matt. I know we take the piss or whatever,
Marty
but
O'Donnell, and
the artwork and font and logos and everything that goes along with Destiny is so good.
I think they will rename Destiny 2 just for Destiny. I think they will.
Hello,
do it.
PlayStation Nation.
And they should do.
When we became independent, we were really excited about bringing our games to a bigger
Look
audience.
at that.
Our partnership.
That is a squad, isn't it? Look at that.
Sony,
the Reservoir Dogs.
Destiny is an ambitious and innovative game. It's a perfect fit for the PlayStation 4. Like the PlayStation 4, Destiny is an online connected experience.
Yeah, they got the same stance of like toys at a conference, haven't they?
Same media training.
They do look like they're trying to sell you cleaning products.
Yeah. Halfway through this, they all go sit on like little stools.
Yeah.
The one second from right has got the best stance, I think.
And even better,
he looks dead from the shoulders down.
They all look like they don't know where to put their hands.
We look forward
They were all told, whatever you do, do not put your hands in your fucking pockets.
Yeah.
Just like...
The other three didn't even say anything.
They need to.
It's like they were accepting an award.
They're just a talent.
Yeah.
Come out, do
guys.
that.
Needless to say, we're ecstatic to bring Destiny and exclusive content to the PlayStation 4. And we
Just strikes in reversal.
Couple of strikes, but yeah, after a few months will be on the
who
Xbox.
have joined us today, whether in the room or via live stream, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
The arrival of PlayStation 4
It was our pleasure,
an
mate.
enormous opportunity to dramatically evolve the
It's been
game.
a great show, Andrew.
From intensified power to enhanced social capabilities to bigger, better, and more immersive gameplay and a simple adaptive interface. We believe PlayStation 4 proves that we have more to offer than ever before. We look forward to continuing the conversation and demonstrating why PlayStation is the best place to play. Thank you very much for your time, and good night.
So we saw the controller and the camera, but not the console. That's weird. Right?
Yeah. So the E3 must be like a month or two after
Can we
this.
just cut that off? Can you hang up on it?
June.
Just kick him out of the call.
Magical moments that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives.
God, seeing Infamous Second Son felt like about 3 years ago.
This is all basically stuff we've seen, isn't it? It's just a recap.
Why is it that this bit that we've all gone quiet for?
Yeah, I don't know. Out of respect.
Yeah. It's awe-inspiring.
Is it just sinking in now? How much of a horrendous waste of time this all was tonight.
It hasn't. This was on this anyway.
To make a small addition to the
Why?
Just to complete the set. I mean, I'm glad we haven't seen the one that apparently we're supposed to see, but that's for next time. Good night.
Absolutely no chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dry, wasn't it?
I think we've had drier.
We have had drier.
Yeah.
But the other drier ones were funnier, mostly because they were awful.
I think this was funny. You had David Cage on the screen. You were buying a pad, clip for your pad.
Yeah, we brought that to the table.
No, we're good.
That was
No one's questioning that, Matt.
We're better than the conference.
What we're questioning is why we spent 2 hours watching the wrong video.
I mean, I went on YouTube. I said PS4 announcement. This came up. I was like, and it ended with Bungie. I was like, okay, this must be it done. I didn't want to look into it because I didn't want to ruin it for myself.
I don't want to spoil it.
Exactly, yeah. It's a great show.
I mean, to the people who've stuck by us throughout this, thank you so much.
It's
a great reveal.
Yeah, no, seriously, if you watched live, thanks so much. I hope we've made that entertaining for you. And again, like we always say, thank you so much for your support over the past month. And we hope you join us next time we do a live talks over. Hopefully to a video that we intend on watching.
Next month we're going to do the actual.
We're not.
I mean,
No
way, because it's going to be so similar to this
one.
No, that's not happening.
This is a preview. Next month's like, here we go. This is a foreplay. Next month is oh baby, let's go.
Is that us? Are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's.
Well, no, we're not. No. We're done with the stream. We're going to turn the stream off.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a very serious discussion.
I need to go to bed.
No.
Feeling tired.
You stay there. We need to talk. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye.
It's been fun.
Everyone say bye. James, give us a... Yeah, there you go.